Let's get rolling here. Colin, Inside Cycling World, folks. Let's get it. Good morning, everyone. Let me just check some stuff out here, guys. Okay, looking not bad. We are on camera. Yesterday, I forgot to even turn my camera on, which is kind of strange. So thanks. I think it was Dawn who reminded me. Guys, looks like a little bit of a delayed start here today. So I had every intention of being on at 6. Then it said the neutralized start doesn't even begin till 6:25. So let's go take a look at that for a second here. You can see in the corner here, neutralized start's not for 10 minutes. So interesting route today. Let me just fire up the YouTube chat for myself. Apologies, guys. This is the same routine every day. If you're brand new here, I noticed Sandra looks like she's brand new here today. Sandra, hey, how's it going? I kind of go through this little rigmarole at first where I'm trying to set everything up. This needs to stay open. Skip that. Get the side panel open. And there we go, folks. It should be pretty much all set now. Guys, awesome stage yesterday. Great sprinting. You heard me say it during the sprint live as it went down that Kim LaCourte almost gave it away. I mean, Demi was closing so fast on her. She looked over her shoulder. And then later on through the day, in the afternoon after I've done my stuff, I saw all the media talking about it. I saw it live. We saw it live. And some of you here were with me. Okay, so let's get it. So Sandra's brand new today. Sandra, where are you from? How did you find us? Dreams back again, bright and early today. Ruben Hose is here. Hey, guys, me and Ruben, Ruben's an OG supporter of the channel, has always promoted me. And yeah, Doug, insane stage coming up here, guys. Again, it's 10 minutes away. So I just want to cover this first. So yesterday, I did that stage yesterday. And I think I zipped outside quickly, had about 15-20 minutes. Then myself and Ruben, who's in the chat right now, Ruben's in Belgium, guys. We rode, what stage would that have been? It was the mountain time trial from the Tour de France this year, the Périgueux stage. Remember, it was about 10.9 kilometers. I think only the first 3 kilometers were flat. So I jumped on. Ruben had to step away. I think he had to answer the door. And so it's like 10 o'clock in the morning for me. It's past 6 o'clock at night for Ruben. And I just soft pedaled. I'm like, well, I just want to get going because I had a bunch of other stuff to do yesterday. Rode the first 3 kilometers flat. Then we took on the Périgueux. Every corner of that stage was burnt into my mind. Just from doing was it stage 13? Yeah, stage 13. That was it. Stage 13 mountain time trial of the men's Tour de France. Up to the airport. The airport looked really cool. The only thing that disappointed me a little bit, and it totally makes sense, is that when you're winding your way up that final ascent and you see the airport, there's a left-hand bend and you cut across, hit the bottom of the airport, which is angled downwards to help with the takeoff of the planes. So they kind of like launch away from the mountain. You don't get to go up there. It kind of goes around the side, and there's some buildings up at the backside. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not the greatest. But then I thought, you know what? It's an operational airport. I get it. It's just the way it is. Sheila Newman here saying, thinking of setting up a trainer to use, did you say Kicker Core? Do you have a Zwift hub? I did say Kicker Core. I think that's probably your easiest, for what you get out of it, bang for your buck. The Wahoo Kicker Core is probably the best trainer out there. It's going to do everything you want. Is it going to simulate 25%? No. I think it simulates up to a max of 16%. But to get a trainer that's going to simulate 25% accurately, you're probably going to have to spend $1,000, $1,100, $1,200. Whereas you can get you can get a Wahoo Kicker Core $400 or $500, something like that. They were on sale a while back anyways. Probably the most common trainer I see. They're tested, they're proven through and through. Do I have a Zwift hub? I don't yet, Sheila, but that's a very good idea. My friend Steven Cycles, who's in the channel here quite a bit as well. Steven's in Scotland. Myself and Steven have ridden all over Scotland doing the toughest climbs virtually inside together. So whereas me and Ruben did the mountain time trial, yesterday from France, from this year's Tour de France. Me and Steven have ridden. Oh, we've done the Col de Tourmalet together. We've done climbs in Norway together. We've done the hardest climb in Scotland, violating. That's a brutal climb, guys. Brutal. Extended periods of like 18 to 19% gradient. We won't get anywhere near that today. Even though violating, I was looking yesterday, it's only considered a category 2 because it's short, but it's insanely steep. So yeah, Zwift Hub, great idea. Looks like the race is off, guys. So they've done the neutralized start. So let me get the timing going on here. Let's see what they're saying now. So we are getting tracking now. Is this the neutralized start still? I'll have to wait to see what's coming up here. Guys, what we're going to do right now, we're going to jump in again. Let's take a look at the videos here today. I want to take a look at this. Let's take a look at the route. So here you go. Here's the route. This is what we're taking on today. I'm going to zoom this out for you. Starting in the flatlands. Very interesting stage today. The route profile, we'll get to that in a second. It's just fascinating, this one to me. 4 categorized climbs. There's actually a climb they show on here as being categorized. I'm going to try to pause it for you when I see it. Col de Biel, that's the category 1. Then we take on the Col de Chancert, category 2. There's another climb that's going to pop up here. Just watch this one. That guy there. We're going to pause right there. So it's called the Côte de Valsivières. Let's just back up again. We'll come back here. This climb is the bonus time out on course. So it's shown as a climb here. There's no climb points associated with it. There's bonus seconds that you can steal out on the course. So great for the breakaway, great for the climbers to get ahead. So there's the category 1 again. Category 2 follows up shortly thereafter. The next guy, Côte de Valsivières. Then we bomb downhill into the finish line. I'm going to show you that again here into Ambert. So let's bounce out of that. We will go into stage 6 here. We're going to go into the sport. So here's our profile. Super bright, guys. Okay, what's Ruben saying? Oh, yeah. No, Sheila, yeah, I see what you're saying. Did you say use kicker core? I don't use a kicker core, but that would be my suggestion for everyone starting out. If you want to get started and you just want to try to get into it, there's no point in buying a $1,200-$1,500. You can spend $2,500 probably on what they call a smart bike. So think a really souped up spin bike, but it's fully smart enabled. It's got all the extras that a road cyclist wants. It's not a spin bike, it's a smart bike. They are the primo items out there. But a Tax Neo, yeah, Ruben, I do have a Tax Neo. It's the 2T model, so I think there's a brand new model now. Super accurate, massive resistance, up to 25% gradient. So I can pretty much simulate anything that's out there. No, you're right about that. Sheila, you're right. Whoops, maybe I mean Smart Cog. Same thing. Zwift Hub, Smart Cog, same thing. So guys, Sheila's talking about a little thing that you put on the back of the Wahoo Kicker Core. You can put them on any trainer. It was kind of designed for the Wahoo Kicker Core. And there's also a Zwift Ride, guys. That looks like a stationary bike inside. Those are really slick too. Sheila, if you're interested, look up Zwift Ride. I'd love to have one. It's a dedicated inside virtual cycling bike. That's all it is. But the Zwift Hub Cog lets you convert your bike to a 1-speed on the back, and you have virtual shifting. So you can basically climb anything you want. You can have big gears, you can have little gears. Let's move on, guys. So we got a category 3 to start. We got a sprint point super early, 30K in. We got another first categorized climb here. Sorry, category 3, first climb of the day. These are small bumps. Getting steep, 1.7 at 6.8%. The second climb with rollers in between, 2.6 kilometers at 5.6. And here's the deceptive one, the Col de Biel. It says it's 10.2. That's the categorized section. They're going to be climbing for 25 kilometers here. If you take a look at the feed point here, you can see feed and garbage point here at 55 kilometers. It's almost up to 79 kilometers to the top of the Col de Biel. Quick descent downhill, bounce over the Col du Chancert, 6.3 kilometers. Here is that last climb of the day right here, Val Sivieres. It's called the Côte de Val Sivieres on that map that we looked at, that video. It's time bonuses. So when we take a look at the sporting stakes here, 25 points on hand for the first sprint. I think there's, what did I read? I think it was 21 points. Yeah, 3, 6, 10, and 5 more. That's 21 points available to anyone that could steal every single one. So I think everything's going to be flip-flopped today, guys. I think everything's going to be flip-flopped. We're going to see Elise Chabet probably trying to defend that at all costs. So that's going to put some pressure on her team to keep her up there. There's going to be other riders going out. Silke Smolders, perhaps. I caught her in another video yesterday. She's a really good climber. At the end, we've got 20 points for the green jersey. So the intermediate today is more important than the end. There's got time bonuses at the end, and that final coat that's not classified, we've got 6:4 and 2 seconds there. So guys, let's jump into it now. We'll bounce over here. We'll see where they're out on course. So technically, they kind of screwed up the time today because they said 6 o'clock. If you looked online this morning, they said 6:25. 6:25 now, guys. But let me get into this. We'll cover all this. I do have Bike Terror running in the background. Andrew Barella here. Good morning, ICW family. Dude, good morning to you. Good luck to Demi this morning. She about caught them sleeping yesterday. Absolutely, dude. I saw that live. Doug wants the standings here. Doug, we can do that for sure. Here's our standings. I'm going to back up a bit. Let's do... okay, we're going to go back to Stage 5, individual standings in the GC. So this is your overall leaders right now. 2025 Tour de France Femmes, Avec Swift, guys. We have... Okay, is this correct right now? Is this correct? Yeah, this looks right. Kim Lacourt in first place, 18 seconds back, maybe 16 seconds back there. Pauline, then Demi Vollering in third. Kasia in fourth place. Kasia was involved in that sprint good yesterday too. I saw her talking about how she should have followed through on the sprint when Anna went really early. Looks like Anna Vanderbergen just kind of got cut off a little bit, kind of pushed towards the barriers. Marianne Voss. So look at this, guys. Team Visma, Lisa Bike, very powerful. They have riders in second, fifth, and sixth place right now. Awesome stuff. AG Insurance Soudal, Kim Lacourt in first. Let's see how she hangs up in the hills today. And Sarah Gigante in 8th place. We got Ruackers here, Phoenix de Koenig. Kasia for Canyon SRAM, obviously. Chloe Diger looked awesome at the sprint finish yesterday too. Puck Peters in 9th, so I think it's a day for Puck to come out and start showing off for us. So that's our standings right now, guys. We'll take a look quickly at the climbers because today's all about the climbers, guys. So here's Chabet. There's Silke Smolder. She had a good breakaway day where she picked up a bunch of points. Brody Chapman got points yesterday in her breakaway. Anna Vanderbergen in 4th. Garcia in 5th. Allison Jackson in 6th place. Silke has got to pick up 5 points to tie Chabet here. So Liv's going to be out in force today, guys. Let's get into it. Here we go, guys. And we got a breakaway already. So in that little bit of time, we looked at the GC. We had a breakaway. It's just refreshed. They're all back together. Sprint teams are going to try to hold us together. There's more sprint points at the start, what we call the intermediate sprint, the first sprint, because it's not intermediate, is it? It's at the beginning of the race. It's 30 km. I would expect average speed to be very high at the beginning here. Dawn saying, let's rock. Good morning, Collins dudes. So we did the standings there. Yeah, and back to Andrew again. Yeah, dude, Kim Lacourt almost blew that finish yesterday. I saw it live and I'm like, what? So, you know my video is delayed. It could be 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I like to call it the way I see it. I don't want to just see the standings. I don't want to listen to someone else. I'm looking for things that I like to see. I'm looking for little details that maybe other people aren't seeing. So, yeah, she let off, looked over her shoulder and started celebrating, and Demi was carrying way more speed coming to the line. I mean, it was half a wheel length, but she could have lost the stage very easily there. And it's stage at the Tour de France, so that's a big deal. Let's rock. Bang, bang time, folks. Bang, bang time. Today, it's going to go off. Dream Team here. Okay, 10 kilometers at 5.4. So that's, I think you're talking about the Col de Biel here that we're seeing on screen here right now. Let's have a quick peek at that. Yeah, I've got 10.2 at 5.6, thereabouts, right? You look in different places, you're going to find different segments. So I was on all the apps last night. You can find a range. It just depends where they decide to pick from. So like, if you look at the screen here quickly, one segment may pick it from this very most lowest point and do that's the whole segment. Someone else might say, well, no, it's actually from the steepest part here. It just depends whatever they pick for the segment. So it can change all the time. Okay, so yep, Dream, you're right. Yeah, that category 1, it's going to be probably a very elite select group in the front there. I could imagine we'll be going up. There'll be probably 5 or 6 riders left together at the top of the call, the category 1 there. Yeah, so after that, yeah, so we did all that yesterday. I did a climb yesterday, pair of goods, and tomorrow I think Ruben has the Hautacom lined up for me. So what was that? Hautacom, I think, was stage 10 at the Tour de France this year, and I'm completely out of shape. It's actually a longer, steeper climb over on Rouvy. So I think we end up climbing over 1,200 meters tomorrow. I'm not prepared for it, but I'm just going to gut it out. Average speed right now is 41.7 an hour, 25 degrees Celsius. So the heat's going to be a factor here today too. We'll jump into the map. Not a lot to show you here right now. They're all sticking together. Let's look at the race feed here. There was a quick break earlier. Okay, 2 non-starters, Valentina Cavallari and me, Borndal Autostad for Uno X. Actually, I heard that crash yesterday. Remember there was a big crash before Ceratizit, and they say a Ceratizit rider because they're not sure either who it is, was joined by a Movistar representative in an early attack. Gained 8 seconds. We saw that happen. But there were withdrawals yesterday, guys, from that crash. I think there was non-finishers. So there was a crash early on. Lorena Vibes was in it. Obviously, it didn't impact her. We'll come down here. Let's just see. Look at yesterday. Look at the damage yesterday. Like, that's insane. Okay, so Kristen Faulkner, I think she crashed out in the neutralized zone, lost a bunch of time, and she withdrew. One rider didn't even start yesterday, a Canyon rider here, Agnieszka. Then there was a crash and a bunch of riders went. Oh yeah, Elisa Balsamo, sprinter for Lidl Trek, abandoned yesterday. I think there was 2 Uno X riders abandoned yesterday. Here they are. Katrine Alarud and Maria Guilia Confilaneri from Uno X, both abandoned. And that was after the crash, I think. Here's one that's catching my eye right away here. For Cofidis, Eugenia Bujak. This was the rider that I think the day before was off the back by herself. Remember, I think it was stage 4. She crashed at the back. There was 2 Cofidis riders that checked up on her. And I saw her wave them on. She was like, go. And then for the whole day, I never saw her. And I kept saying, where is she? Where is she on course? I don't see her transponder. So she would have survived that, started stage 5 yesterday, and pulled out. So obviously the impacts from the day before hurt her. Here's our 2 non-starters today. Wow, Uno X has been decimated, guys. They're already down 3 riders. And let's see what else we've lost from Uno X. So go to Uno X Mobility here. I think we're going to have 4 riders left. We have 3 riders left. Oh, we lost Corner as well. Our corner here. Autostad, Confilaneri, Alarud. So we got Zanetti left. Ooh, this team has been really beat up. And the majority of that was from the crash yesterday. Jump back into the stage here. You can see now we've got a group trying to go. Not sure who they are. Let me get things fired up over here, guys. Have a sip of the coffee. Guys, I'm wearing my new jersey today, too. Finally came. I love it. I love this jersey here. Okay, give me a second. Give me 1 second here. Everyone bounce along here with me. We're going to jump back in. Oops, sorry. I did that wrong. I have to do this quickly in the background here. I got to activate this. Okay, where are we? This one here, I think. This should work now. There we go. Boom, boom, guys. So the new jersey today, the Metallica Ride the Lightning jersey. Not a super tight fit. Not super loose either, just enough. It's comfortable. I like it. It's got good breathing panels on the side. Haven't even really checked the pockets out in the back. 3 pockets in the back. No zipper on the pocket. Man, the price was just right. The price was perfect. Let me get in here so I don't desync this. And from what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of riders trying to push off the front here. There is a group out front 600 meters away. These might be riders trying to bridge up there. So let's have a look, guys. Oh, check out the drawing in the distance there. This is really nice now. Thank you so much, Bike Terra, for providing me with this awesome data here. If you're brand new here, because I know there's always lurkers. Hey, lurkers, get into the chat. Get into the chat. So 366, what? Take a look at this, guys. This is insanity here. I love stories like this. One rider up front. Okay, she might be gone now. That just popped away from me. But one rider up front was Lorena Vibas up front by herself. Looks like she's probably back in the peloton there. I'm going to do a double check over here to see if that's legit or not. Someone was up front and they've been pulled back now. So you are seeing that. So again, this is data. So it looks like this is where Lorena was up front. The peloton's pulled her back. We got a little bit of a data lag from Lorena. Again, guys, this is data from the Tour de France doing this, not Bike Terra at all. Let's take a look at the map here. It's going to get really juicy later on in this tour. In the stage today, I mean. Yep, big train station here over on the right-hand side. I think that's what you're seeing here. So you can see the train lines here. If we zoom in, there should be a bunch of train tracks here. Yep, there is. So that was the big train station in that city. Showing up really well. I'm going to turn the path on, turn that back. That kind of does a quicker refresh, I find. So everything's back together. I'd love to see Lorena Vibas go again. I know a lot of people call her the evil villain because she wins everything. But the way she sprints, maybe she deserves it. Yeah, exactly here. I love that. Okay, Ruben's saying that was stage 12. Okay. Ordestad is GC. Cavalar is also GC. So we've lost GC contenders here. Dawn says, Colin, I'm also in New Jersey. So yeah, guys, Dawn's in New Jersey. I'm in a New Jersey today. I love it. I showed it to Joey, so it's Metallica, Ride the Lightning. You know we love Metallica here. Whatever your musical tastes are, I appreciate it all. Definitely don't hate on just closing some stuff here. I had a bunch of stuff open. Still trying to figure out the camera, so I do have access to the, I guess it's a higher mode camera. There is a leading group again. Who's in this leading group now? Okay, so we got another rider off the front here. Just going to quickly bounce back and see. Yeah, we got a leading group. Right here, Merlinette. FDJ Suez. Ooh, sending riders up front, folks, early. I love this kind of strategy. Let's get some FDJ riders up there early. You can see her just in the distance there. 300 meters out. So I imagine the attacks off the front right now are insane. As soon as I see them over here, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Well, guys, the San Sebastian Classic's on this weekend, too. I'm going to see if there's a way. That's a World Tour event, single-day race. I'm going to see if there's a way that I can do that one this weekend, too. So I'm going to cover some Classics races. Actually, I'm going to cover all of them. I'm all in, baby. I'm all in. Again, I'm going to keep pumping the Vuelta because it's coming. To me, I'm more excited about that than I even was the Tour de France because I love La Vuelta. So, yeah, one rider up front here. Where is our second group? So we're out in the countryside here. Have a little look around. Look at all the details. Okay, so we got some weird data again, guys. It's just popping around. I'm going to bounce out of there till the data stabilizes a bit more. We saw that yesterday early on. I didn't really like the data stream coming through from Tour de France. And then it got better later in the stage. Yeah, so all back together again. They're going to be talking about that here. 10 attackers. Marie Linette went. And they're all pulled back. So these are breakaways that are going to be getting like 4 and 5 seconds pull back, 4 and 5 seconds pull back. It'll be a long string of riders going out. The front of the peloton will be snaked out behind them. They'll pull them back. The sprint teams need to keep this together. I can see FDJ Suez sending riders down the road to use to vault up those climbs later. Okay, Fred's here. Fred is in the mix too. I'm going to bounce back, guys. Robert's back too. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Good morning, folks and dudes. Uno X can podium with Autostead, now GC, and 3 Mountain Domestiques withdraw. So much bad luck. Yeah, Uno X has been like just destroyed from that crash, and no one got to see that crash. You can look all over. Well, maybe it's somewhere, but I looked at a bunch of videos yesterday afternoon. I like to see how other people do things, and it kind of turns me off really when I see it. Okay, so we are seeing a group here forming now. Here we go. There's another group trying to form now, guys. They're going to keep pushing the sprint all the way. Very lumpy course. Morgane Coston for Roland. Getting off the front. French rider here. 59th overall at the moment. Can she get away? These gaps, 10 seconds, guys. They can pull that back in a heartbeat. So Robert's here. Good morning from Dawn. Lands DV. How about Marianne Voss? Marianne will be in that peloton. She's currently... Yeah, Marianne dropped in the standings yesterday because she got dropped on the final climb. Never got back on. But we can look at that for you, dude. Actually, we can do it right here. That's bright. I think Marianne's 6th still overall. Yeah, Marianne Voss is 6th overall right now. She's 37 seconds down. Today is going to be a tough day for her. Today is going to be a very, very tough day with all these climbs. Okay, we're back here, folks. Now it's saying we have a solo attacker. That's Morgane Coston, who we've already seen. Once it gets to a bigger lead, I'll jump back into Bike Terra and try to show you the separations. I don't think this is going to last either. The sprint teams are not going to give away 25 points. They want them. This is their time to shine. Who thinks Lorena Vibes is going to win today? How about that for a poll? How's the Vibes fans going? Okay. Fred, hey Colin, I was watching Le Mans in '89 Tour, quite amazing. Fignon was gassed in TT. Didn't even wear hair. That's right, he didn't. I found it interesting the fans hand out newspaper and stuff in the front of their probably of their jerseys. Yeah, dude, in the old days, when they climb over the top of the climbs, they grab newspapers and stuff them down their shirts. That's how they used to do it. We got Anna here from the Niagara region, jumping in right now. Good morning, Anna. Just still getting tweaked here, guys. You know, it takes me a while to get rolling here some days. 61 watching. Guys, we had a really good turnout yesterday. It's building, it's building. I even did a post, like Joey Jojo is all over my stuff for me, guys. Like the Inside Cycling World page on Facebook, which I am in and out of. I need to be in there more. Instagram. Joey Jojo handles all that. I respond to everyone that I see. So I got to go through it every day. The YouTube prettiness stuff, all the hashtags and stuff. So people, 20 seconds now, guys. This is interesting. So they're letting it out to 20. Again, they can pull this back in no time. Stay here for a little bit. Let's let it develop a little bit more. One rider out front here. Still Coston here for Roland. Smaller team. This would be like a pro level team, I believe. I think this is a wild card entry. Yeah, so she does all that. I just study the racing. I just study the riders, the teams. I'm going to make a series of videos. I don't know when. After all the big racing's done. So guys, we still got all sorts of racing next month coming up. I'll figure out how I'm going to do that next month. It's constantly evolving here. Last night I had someone ask me, hey, can you please do I think the name was Paige. And I don't think this rider, viewer, guys, I call everyone riders. They might have been in the chat, but they've got a different name showing up on YouTube. They said, can you please show the Giro next year? I'm like, absolutely, that's totally in my plans. So as that develops, I'm going to just go back to the chat here. Yeah, so Dawn's liking the shirt. Dude, it's awesome. I think it's a really good fit. The price is so perfect, and it's out of Canada. So I just saw it on Facebook, and I just thought, okay, as a whim, I thought for the price, I'm like, I'm going to order this stuff and see. Well, Joey ordered it for me because she's the Metallica fanboy, if you want to call it that, fanboy. Coffee. I love Metallica too, though. I kind of got into the music. It's not just, yeah, kill, party, 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 party. It's nothing like that, guys. Go just look at, even if you don't want to listen to the music, Just go read the lyrics. You can go on iTunes, turn the lyrics on and read them, and you'll be like, what? It's so different than a lot of modern music. Okay, Vivas is trying to escape, but no one is going with her, so she comes back. SD Work plans maybe is to be in a strong break on the flat, so the GC teams will chase. Okay, so Marianne, so that was Lans V there. Lans DV. Dude, let us know where you're from. Or is it... Oh, it's Ian's. It's Ian's DV. Ian's, let us know where you're from. When did you start watching? How long have you been cycling? Jersey on the downhills. Not sure if they will still do this. 35 years later. Dude, Fred. So Fred's continuing this thing there. They still stuff newspaper down their jerseys. In fact, there was a funny thing that happened at the Tour de France here in the men's. There was a lady on the side of the road, had a sign up. It was cardboard. It's kind of a smaller sign. Julian Alaphilippe for Two Door Pro Cycling snatched it out of her hands and tried to jam it down his jersey just to shield that cold. He's very traditional. He's French. That's what they do. It was a sign for Wout van Aert. So she was cheering Wout van Aert on a different team. He stole her sign. Afterwards, he returned the sign to her, and himself, Julian Alaphilippe, Wout van Aert, and the lady all got a picture together. So all was good. I'm not sure if you guys caught that. Miksa, who do you think wins the GC? I still think it's going to be Demi. I think we're going to see Demi really come out today. We saw her almost win the sprint yesterday. How do you guys like all the team drama right now? There is so much team drama. It's it's crazy. Between the directors, sportifs for both teams, between FDJ, Suez, and Visma Lisa Bike, the ASO has stepped in and said it's not our fault that she crashed. And then FDJ saying no one has respect for Demi out there. Visma saying she doesn't get to ride along in a golden cage, protected. I kind of agree with all of it. They're just saying there's a lot of disrespect and there's people cutting her off everywhere. Yeah, okay. That's bike racing. That is bike racing. Smash like. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, guys, hit the like button so more people see this later today. That's the only way I can grow this channel and this video so that it gets to more people. I noticed yesterday really good views later in the day. So people are finding this later. They're at work right now. Maybe they're North Americans. Maybe they're in Europe and they're catching this the next day. They're not getting this type of coverage. And this is what they want to see. So there is a 10-second gap. Gaston still out front. No more updates here. Let's just see if we can jump back into Biketerra for now. Long pause there as I was thinking. And we're going to jump to this rider here. See if I can get this loaded up. Have my coffee. Yep, we got this loaded up. This is looking legit to me now, guys. It's about a 900-meter lead. I'm just going to take a look back at this hill here. So I know Ian's brand new. So Ian, if you're still here, Ian, this is a cycling application that I use all the time. And it gives me a way. They've got the data from the Tour de France, men's and the femmes here. And they can display where the riders are on course. So it gives you an idea of where the riders are. Right now, this is not going to show us a lot as to what's developing on course because there's an 800-meter gap. But if I was to bounce back here, see, I just lost data for the peloton. Now it's back. So we're going to bounce to Elise Chabet here. It says they brought her back. So the data's coming in 15-second bunches, if you want to call it, packets. And I think the packets are really delayed. So it looked like she was out front by herself with no one around her. And they're probably all back with her now because of the delay in the data packets. We saw the exact same thing yesterday morning. So until that behaves itself, I will jump out of there, guys. And I will be waiting for my data to come from Tour de France. And again, that is what happened. So it's a delay in the delayed data from the Tour de France. Remember, it's Tour de France, not Biketerra. Maybe they waited a minute to send the data. The catch has already been made. We see it happen on screen, kind of like as if it's actually happening. It's delayed. Okay, back here. Yeah, so Demi, please smash the like button, guys. Doesn't help my ego. A pretty confident dude as is. Thank you. And also, guys, we are in the pipe 5x5. I like to say that every day. That means we're locked in. We are dialed in here. The likes get other people to see this video. They get to jump into the community chat here. And this is what I think makes this channel work, is the community chat. So I appreciate every single person here. Part of my anti-weebs bias, this is from Robert. After Demi's crash last year, I was very lucky that I stayed on my bike. Yeah, I know, Robert. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love it. So, I was very lucky that I stayed on my bike. Wasn't it Vibes that crashed into her? Yes, it was. I think it was Vibes that bumped into her. Demi's goes down. They're teammates last year, guys. When I look back, I saw something yellow on the ground. That really sucks. Guys, there's other podcasts and YouTubers out there yesterday. Someone said, I looked and saw something green on the ground. Basically making reference to that point. That they basically just looked and said, oh, what's that big shiny yellow thing back there? Oh, maybe it's our team leader. Maybe it's a garbage bag. A bright yellow garbage bag laying in the middle of the bike race. And they kind of just abandoned their team leader, the yellow jersey at the Tour de France. I just thought that was brutal. Kim Lascelle, good morning. I'm glad you'll be covering the Volta. Yeah, Kim, I am so looking forward to the Volta here. Guys, riders going out the front again. This time, whose turn is it? Look at this name here. She's for Ceratizit. Mirmont. First name. Yeah, I probably need help from Dream here to help me pronounce this. I need some phonetic spelling. I've never seen that name in my life. Let's see if we... 10 seconds, guys. These are just little riders popping off the front, trying to keep the speed high. Take a look at the average speed right now, 45.8 kilometers an hour. That's very high speed at Tour de France Femmes. Very high speed. Great early average. Legs are already going to be hurt in the first 30K. 15-second gap now. And then we start the climbs. So this is going to be an extra juicy fruit stage today, guys. So I said this morning, I told you Joey takes care of all of the kind of the social media stuff that I hate. I love talking to people. I don't want to set things up though. You send me a message, you're going to hear back from me. I had a phone call from someone. Someone left me a voicemail message. I don't know who the dude is. I think he's super nice guy as well. Left me a long message. He's from Virginia. His name's Russ. So Russ, if you ever see this video, dude, I got your message. My phone is only for Canada, so every time I send a text message, it's 75 cents. 75 cents. Anyways, and if I call him, it's worse, so I got to get on a better data plan here. So I think he's confused me with someone else there, but knew me by name and tracked my phone number down. So I thought that was really cool, actually. So here we go, folks. Pushing here. So this must be Mirmont up front still. There's a chasing group. No riders identified. Data feed from the Tour radio here is quite slow. They don't know what's going on either. So it looks like we've got at least a couple riders out front. The peloton is 5 seconds behind. So really, essentially, there's no gap right now. Vibes is not going to let them get away, guys. Yeah, so Robert, great point there too. And guys, if you want to talk about that, like how do you feel about Demi just being left on the side of the road like a bag of yellow garbage last year? I think that, yeah, it was insane to me. I'm like, do you even have a director sportif in that car where the radio is not working? I would have been screaming, guys, hang on, Demi's down. I think she crashed just outside of the neutralized. It was close to the finish. One of her teammates ended up winning, so they were happy about that, but they gave the yellow jersey to Kasia, who ended up winning. Yeah, no one wants to join Vibes. Demi Vollmer will climb further up the GC today. Lumpy is her jam, exactly, Dawn. It's going to happen today. I wouldn't be surprised to see Demi in the yellow jersey today. Again, don't forget, too, on the far right-hand side of the screen there at Valsy Vier's, that's an actual climb. I think it's considered a Category 3 climb. They've removed the categorization on it and just given it as time bonus. If you're over that first, you got 6 seconds. Then you got a tiny bit of flat and you're descending all the way. So you better be up here first at the time bonus point. I will jump back again here. Find out where we are. Leading group says they're almost 500 meters up the road. Linda Zanetti. I've seen this rider before. And I'm going to turn this on. Start showing some of the fun stuff of Bike Terra, guys. So here we are racing along. It's 500 meters. We might be able to see the peloton at times. There they are. Guys, if you look really hard, I'm going to put it right below that thing in the middle. The HUD kind of at the top screen. There's a little black dot back there coming out of those trees. That is the peloton right there. We'll jump back to the peloton. Let's hang with Demi today. And we'll take a look back. Can we see that little black dot? Maybe harder to see one rider. But, I mean, you're seeing all the hills in the distance here. There is a little bit of what I call like the fog of cycling. The fog of war, you know. You don't know what's outside of your visual, you know, your sight. So you shouldn't get to see it. Here we go. Coming into this town here. Linda's doing a really good job here. Let's see if this is real. It says Elise Chabet has gone to the front, guys. Wow. She's going hard. She's trying to get herself up the road. You guys, you can see it's lumpy already here. 3% gradient. If you've never ridden a 3% gradient outside, if you're not into inside cycling yet, you will be someday, guys. If you watch this long enough, you're going to want to try this yourself. 3%, you notice it. 3%, you're going to notice it. So this is such a cool view here. I'm going to just jump away by myself, and hopefully this doesn't desync. Yeah, Chabet's in the front group, guys. Chabet is 100% in that front group. So she's gone ahead. 500 meters. She must have put in a huge effort. I think she knows she needs to get points early. She wants to get away right now so she can get to the points first, not have Demi come along later and steal them all from her. I think I can... Okay, there's a way I can close the leaderboard down. Oh, I can make it like that. Okay, I can make it like that so you guys can see more now. Yeah, I love it. Look at this rolling countryside here. We're way out in the country now, guys. You can see that all on the map down below on the right-hand side, too. All that greenish stuff, the different colors of green, indicates like farmland, forest land. And looks like... Okay, I thought we were going to be descending into that little town down there. Actually, you can see the road in the distance, I think, looping around that town. We're going to loop way around that town here. Wow, that's really good, guys. Really good Bike Terra. Guys, gives Bike Terra some love. I want them to see that people are watching their product. Again, guys, I'm not affiliated with Bike Terra. I just shout out people who I like. That's how I do it. Or if you've got a cause. You know, guys, one of the first Tour de France videos, I shouted out someone that was doing a, I think it was Ride for Dementia. Well, what would it be called? Alzheimer's. Didn't know the guy. He was raising money for it. He did his first ever 200-mile bike ride. Had never really been into cycling before. Came back a few days later and said he completed it, raised a bunch of money. So that was really cool. Let me catch up, guys. Fred. Did you see Alpha Leap grabbing the fans' cardboard sign this year? Same thing, tore it in half, stuffed with the jersey, ended up being a great story. Yeah, he got a picture with the lady later and with Wout. It was a Wout support sign, and he stole it from her. Dream Vandenbergen is a good descender, so is one of the GC favorites to win this stage. Yeah, get over the top of that last climb, time bonuses, and descend into town. How are we looking for video feed here, guys? It's going to be a little bit still here. It's terrible that they don't show the first hour. And it's nice to know it's not just me. I look at all of the, what do you call it? The mainstream media that are covering this. They don't have it either. They talk about that. They're like, we don't have it either. So I'm like, okay, good. It's not just me. 7% gradient here, guys. They're actually climbing here the entire time. Climbing. Bottom of the screen, you'll see the profile right in the middle. And you can see the lumpy, bumpy parts. I better take a look and see when the sprint's coming here. I'm going to jump out of that for a second, guys. Let's just jump out. We'll come back to this point here. Oh, we're almost on it. We're almost on it, guys. I apologize. We're almost on the sprint point. We won't get to see the sprint live. Well, we can here. This is about the best we can do live. I might actually jump back to Bike Terra for this, but I'm not going to know where the sprint point is. Actually, I think someone asked that question. Could they put up gates to show where the sprint points are? I'm sure Bike Terra can do that. That's just, it's extra work for them right now. I think what we're getting is pretty amazing. Vanderbryggen, okay, Niagara region, I feel like Rumpelstiltskin. Prevost second in the GC, and Voss sixth. How did this happen? I've been busy with training for the Worlds. Two Titans who have been racing, and they are both world champions. Anna, who are you training with? So Anna, when you say the Worlds, are you talking about, I know you said earlier there's someone there that's going to Worlds. Anna, will you be doing the My Whoosh UCI thing, esports? Let me know about that. Also, Cash is a good descender. Actually, Dream, I saw Cash descending yesterday. She is a pretty heroic descender, I would say. Through the sprint point there, only two riders. They would have taken 25 and 20 points. I'm assuming Vibis will get 17 points. If I can get any data here. Yep, Chaves goes to front. We already know that. Joins Linda Zanetti for Uno X Mobility. Yeah, great move by this team that's just been destroyed at this tour so far. So they'll be going through. I'm just going to look for that, and then I'm going to get really excited. The sprint point, guys, it's always fun, but I love the climbs. And I'm not really a climber, but I do them. I will grind my way through them. Like even yesterday, we did Paragudes. Let's say I think it's 8 kilometers, and you climb 650 meters. So 8 kilometers, 4.8 miles. 650 meters, that's over 2,000 feet. So it's steep, but it's not crazy. And again, I missed the airport part. I wanted us to ride right up the airport runway. It's an operational airport. I get it. It's only a 12-second lead, guys. Looking for points here coming through still. Nothing from the Tour de France yet. So that's data I'm waiting on from them. These little cotes you see coming up, Côte de Corpierre, Côte d'Argerel, these are small towns in the region. It's like the hill nearby the town. They just name them after that. Let's take a look back again here. Still no points. Nothing from the Tour de France. So let me get caught up with the chat. Anna, if you could let me know who that is, who you're training with. Also, are you training for esports UCI stuff? Or My Whoosh? Kim Lassell. Ooh, guy. Just suck in. Why do you think Demi left SD Works, being left behind, and the team signed Vanderbryggen? Well, I think Kim's just asking a rhetorical question there. Why do I think Demi left SD Works? Because she got left on the side of the road like a yellow garbage bag, according to some. I think we all know that story. It's a fascinating story. It's like, wow, how did that happen? Because I'm just saying this because stage 4, I think it was stage 4 of the men's Tour de France, Poggy went down and the whole peloton slowed up for him. They all sat up like, oh, whoa. Last year's winner, who was not in the yellow jersey, we got to pump the brakes and wait for him. Whereas Demi goes down wearing the yellow jersey, leading the Tour de France Femmes, and she just got left. I think there was one rider in the end that helped her. Her team car was there too, so it wasn't like her team car was stuck 2 miles behind and they didn't know what was going on. They parked right beside her. She still has those bibs that have the huge rip in the side. I saw a video about that. And I think that's really in her mind. She's out for revenge for that. I think, just my guess, Demi and SD Works' relationship is probably nil. As in, when she sees them, or when she sees that DS, whoever it may have been, whoever made those decisions, it's probably just, yeah, hey, that's it. Nothing else happens. 40-second lead here now, guys. 40-second lead. We're going to jump back into Bike Terra right away. Also, Liège-Bastogne-Liège this year was won by Liège-Bastogne-Liège, guys, Le Doyen, which means the old lady. First raced in 1892. This year was won by Kim Lacourt. I did know that. Bastogne-Liège for the women, not Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Yeah, that race been around since 1892. Brutal race. Super tough. Let me get back here. I think I got to give some love hearts out here for Dreams information. Then we're talking about Amstel Gold race. Yeah, so many good races. Okay, just let me back up, guys. Wow, it's busy. Okay, Yeah, Dawn says, if you were lurking, at least hit the like button on the stream. Yeah, please do that, guys. Please like so other people can see it. If you don't want to chat, that's cool too. Yeah, Kim's saying here they still do the paper down, the jersey. It happens all the time. I think Fred was talking about that. It's just something that's easy to do at the time. You can imagine they're soaked to the bone. They're in the valleys at 25 degrees Celsius like we're seeing right now. Actually, if I'm smart and I remember, maybe we'll see the temperature drop going up to the Col de Biel. It won't be that much, but at the Tour de France high alpine stuff, it was under 10 degrees at the top. They're soaked from the climb. Then they got to bomb downhill for 20 minutes. They would just be freezing at the bottom. Dream saying the big mountain right there will only be attacked by FDJ if they gain a distance to Gigante, who rides for Sudal AG Insurance. How does the fitness levels compare between the men and the women's? Body fat percentage. By the way, I saw Lamont interview where he said Jonas looked like a prisoner of war. He's so skinny. Yeah, dude, they're getting skinnier and skinnier. The ladies are very lean as well. Very, very lean. Obviously, there's going to be different power numbers. Absolute power numbers. You know, you got to talk power, as in how much watts you put out. Overall watts. I always call it an absolute number. Big sprinters can put out 2,000 watts for a few seconds. So there's absolute watts numbers. There's also watts per kilo numbers. So if you can maintain a good power and you weigh nothing, your watts per kilo are high. For climbs, you want high watts per kilo. For a small rider, it's easier for them to maintain high watts per kilo than a big rider. Now, and something that's hard for people to get around, and guys, I've read all about this. It took me a long time to figure it out too. It's a 40-second gap still to those two riders up front. Let's confirm it's two riders. It is two riders. I think we're going to jump into bike terror right away. If you're a small rider, let's say you weigh 120 pounds and I weigh 200 pounds, because I do, and we ride at the same watts per kilo, if you're riding 3 watts per kilo and I'm riding 3 watts per kilo, we will do the climb at the exact same speed. It's the same power compared to the weight. Ratio. I think it's just easier for the smaller rider to develop a higher watts per kilo. So if you weigh 60 kilograms, you're doing 3 watts per kilo. That's 180 watts, 3 times 60. For me, it's going to be more like close to 300 watts. So if I want to do 6 watts a kilo, I'm going to be putting like out 550, 600 watts. That's way... It's just harder for a larger climber to do that. Larger riders on the flats, though, will pull away from a light rider. So that's why the draft is so important on the flats. If you're riding 3 watts per kilo on the flats and you're a lightweight pesky climber, as I call them, and I'm right beside you and you're not drafting, and I'm riding 3 watts per kilo, I will pull away from you every time. It's all got to do with your frontal area. So my power number is, say, 270 watts, and yours is 180. Your frontal area, kind of like your coefficient of drag, it's math time, guys, physics times. It doesn't scale relatively, or I guess compared to the power, you're almost as big as I am, getting hit by the wind. That's why they draft. Okay, enough of that. The best way I can describe it, without being a mathematician or a physicist, although I did take it. Ooh, yes, I can see them on screen, guys. I can see them on screen right now. It's just popping in quickly there. Here we go. 40 seconds. It's 40 seconds, but it's actually a lot closer than you would think. It's 40 seconds of climbing. So they're really not that far up the road. Here's the main GC peloton. And if we just bounce up the road, it's going to pop up on the hill on the right-hand side. Let's go with the least shabby here. She's desperate to get these points. I know right now, if I look over my right shoulder, that way, the peloton's down in that valley down there. Somewhere behind us in this area. Because I saw these two riders going up the hill here. You can take a look at the map on the bottom. I bet you when we jump back, I'm going to put it right in the middle of the screen, the map. Right at this corner here, this hard right. I bet you if we jump back there, we'll find the peloton right now. There they are. Wow, I was lucky there, guys. That was not skillful. That was pure luck. They just took that corner. I'm sitting on Lorena Webbes here right now. She's going to try to hang on in these climbs. She'll hang on with these ones. She's going to get dropped really bad on the Category 1 climb coming up. So it's all going off, guys. Today is part 2 of the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. And by part 2, I mean it's the second phase of the race. This is where it all changes. This is a GC day right here. Forget about sprinting. It's for the GC contenders. So we're going to bounce back to Elise Chabet again. I don't think they're out. There are maybe one. There are a couple of curves ahead. I mean, it is 500 meters. I want to make sure you're actually seeing this. You are seeing this. The Metallica jersey looks fantastic. Thank you, Joey Jojo. Ooh, it looks like we might have a few riders that have popped up there too. It's saying we've got more riders there. Let's take a look at this. It's now saying we have 5 riders here, guys. I need to confirm this. So there's been riders bridging up that we weren't getting on data from the Tour de France. Yes. Chabet, Paladin, Castellan, Crack, Brody Chapman again, and Leanne Lippert here. Okay, guys, it's going off. It is going off. This is going to be such an interesting day. I got to let this reset. That's my fault. When I go away and I take a look at the other stuff, okay, what's going on here? This group's getting really big at the front now. And the peloton's 500 meters back. So the green jersey and the yellow jersey are 500 meters back right now. We have a huge group out front right now. It says it's 12. It could be bigger than that. Could be bigger than that, folks. Let's see if we can see the peloton back there. Bounce to the peloton. Right here. I got to open this up. Let's go on Pauline here. Yeah, it's a long drag up here. I think that group just went around the bend up here to the left. It's just going to slightly curve to the left here. So take a look at your map again. I think they're just past this bend here in the middle of the screen. It bends to the left. I'll jump on those guys and let's go. Ooh, Marianne's up here. So actually, they're not there yet. They are not there yet. So I'm just confusing the bends in the road, guys. Let me have a sip of coffee. Maybe I'll wake up a bit more. Talk to a few more people here. Yeah, Dawn says, if you're lurking, at least hit the like button. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Dream, that big mountain right there will only be a... Okay, so we did that. That's the category 1. Yeah, and back to Fred, to his comments. The fitness levels. Fitness levels are probably the same, like VO2s, stuff like that. I mean, obviously, slight physical differences. What I really enjoy about it is that it's the same climbs. It's the same roads. So it's different, but the same at the exact same time. Okay, I'm just seeing some data issues popping in here now with the peloton. So I'm going to bounce away to Leanne Lippert here. Yeah, this is perfect. When they got out of the trees, it's wide open for a while. So we might be able to see them coming around that bend up to the top there. You can see that in the map down below, guys, on the right-hand side. I'm going to zoom in on that map. You can see we're in the open now. Open fields here. And what I'm going to do too is, let's just bounce back here for a second. We are getting close to that point. I'm just ready to have some more coffee here. Let's go back to the sprint point here. So Chabet did get it in the polka dot jersey. Then it was Georgie who got it, Lippert. Okay, so there must have been more riders in that group. Actually, we don't know the timing, so there would have been 2 riders up front. We'll get that all figured out. Category 3 climb, 1.7 kilometers at 7%. 7% is where you're really going to start feeling it. I'm assuming Chabet's going to go pretty hard for this. Chabet's getting everything right now. Yeah, take a look at this here. Chabet got first. I don't see Viba's name in the top 15 here. So Viba's scored no points here. There was a breakaway, I think, that was forming that wasn't being shown very well from the Tour de France data feed there. And again, no one gets to see this anywhere outside of maybe the people that are filming it and they've decided not to turn it on yet, because this is occurring right now. There are cameras out there. They just don't turn the feed on for at least an hour in. I don't know why. So we'll go back to the live tracking here. Yeah, this is a great day. Look at the roads here. This is fantastic. I love it. Let's just stick there for a second. I'm letting this refresh in the background over here. Get back to the chat. And those sports director drama reminds me of NBA coaches lobbing to the refs to call fouls. Yeah. I think it was, what's his name? Jos van Emden. He just told them off. He's like, She doesn't get to be a protected rider just because she's a GC rider. We're all here to win. Yeah, they're all here to win. Yes, 5x5. You got it, dude. We are in the pipe. 5x5. Let me know the movie. Yeah, Fred saying, I missed the sign stealing. Yeah, dude, it was such a cool story. If I can find it somewhere, I'll put it online here for you. So it was I love out, something like that. He snatches it from her, tries to tear it in half, stuffs it down his jersey. Afterwards, he probably looks at it and goes, oh. Somehow they find the lady afterwards, and all three of them take a picture together. I think it's such a cool story, and that's what I love about cycling. Dream, in fairness to Vibes, it is the sport director's fault. That's what I'm thinking, Dream. Vibes is just racing by, but it was... And Vibes did cause the crash from what I saw. The DS said, hey guys, we got our yellow jersey down on the ground. I don't know what the DSs were thinking. Vibes was instructed before the stage to ignore those and go for the stage. 100% director's fault, just my opinion. I agree with you. Vibes, it's the heat of the moment too. The riders are the ones that are out there racing for their lives, essentially, trying to stay upright. Probably a lot more going through their brains. It's the job of the DS, the coach, to figure things out and say, guys, we need to fix this. I would have sent everyone else back to help her. Pace her back to the front. She lost the Tour de France that day. That was what caused her to lose the Tour de France. So, yeah, she found her new team real quick. Yeah, if the director said before the stage, we stop and help Demi at all cost, Vibes would have stopped. And you know what? I really like Lorena Vibes. So again, it's heat of the moment, but the director, sportif, the coach in the car, the manager of the team, whatever you want to call them, they need to make the calls like, okay, ladies, we need to rally here and get Demi back up there. I think that there just totally ruined her relationship with that team and that DS, whoever it was at the time. I remember Vibes being delivered to the finish of a big race. Perfect work by her team. She sat up early to celebrate and got nipped at the line. After that, I was anti-Vibes. Okay. Robert Voss was the one who steal that win. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, Amstel Gold. Okay, that's another great race. Kim Lassell, why do you think Demi left? Okay, so, I'm way behind, guys. Yeah, I'm kind of going back in time here, so I'm going to catch up. We got Mike here in the mix. Let's go, Kim. Mike, where are you from? How did you find the channel? Guys, please like if you can. We got Anthony back again. Anthony's been here probably 3-4 days straight. Congratulations to the first African woman to earn yellow in the Tour de France Femmes. I did know that when they said that yesterday, first African to ever win a stage. I remember Daryl Impey. He's one of my favorite cyclists of all time, from South Africa. And basically, I think he spent a lot of his career riding for Australian teams. And I remember winning a stage, and I'm like, and I'm okay with that. If you want to say it's, yeah, that's fine too. But I remember, Daryl Impey won it from South Africa. Okay. Niagara, my whoosh, hopefully in February, Canadian National Esport February. Yeah, Anna, hopefully I'm back doing that again. Anna, I got a weird email yesterday from someone that I know. I think they do a lot of media stuff. How do I call it? Like professionally for my whoosh. And it was like, hi Colin, this is what's going on this year. If you would like to cover it, please reach out to me. I can arrange meetings and interviews with the team. And I'm like, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. So I responded and said, yeah, dude, I want to cover it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to. Okay, Joe's here as well. Don saying when Poggy fell, Ben Neely had him weighed up. Poggy slowed up his front as well. Jonas wasn't even the yellow jersey. Yeah, guys, it just kind of happens on the fly too. Dream. Chocolate. Yeah, Robert saying Dream has like tons of information. Totally. Like that's my go-to information source right now. Okay, Niagara here. This is Anna saying I'm training for the UCI Worlds individual time trial in Australia in October age category. So Anna, are you going to that? So in Australia, in October. My whoosh in February. Okay. Sorry guys, there's a lot for me to read here and I got things going in, so I lose track. I shared your channel on Strava that I was watching your channel. Also shout out to Bike Terry yesterday. Yeah, awesome dude. Awesome stuff. Let's let Bike Terra know we love what they're doing. Okay, let's actually pop back into Bike Terra. Some cool. I saw this turn in the race profile yesterday as I was kind of sneaking around trying to find all the climbs. I remember this lake here and right here, this little town. I'm going to jump back to Bike Terra right now. I think the Peloton's chasing them really hard right now. They're not that far. So, yeah, I'm seeing it right now, guys. Kind of an open area. Let's get into this. So good. The way this data is shown to me, again, if you see weird speed ups and slowdowns, that's just the data coming from the Tour de France. It's delayed as is. And so when they mess up and the data comes even slower, take a look at this hard right corner here. And let's have a little peek up there. I can see the leaders sneaking away into the forest up there. Is that them there? I think they've just disappeared into that forest around that bend. I'm going to take a look back. Wow, guys. It's showing 12 riders. Could be even more than that. Chabet, Williams, Liepert, Georgie, Silke, Smulders. I was watching her at the Tour Down Under. Definitely a client. Soraya Paladin. Maybe it's Paladine. Leticia Paternoster. Yara Castellan. Uso Ostoloza. Amber Crack. Morgane Coston. And Loretta Hansen. There may be more than that, guys. Let's just wait and see how this develops. What I will do is I don't want to jump away. I want to keep you guys right here. Let's jump up to Silky Smulders for Liv Alula Jaco. Look back a bit. So they're kind of racing. Ooh, there's the lake. This is what I want to show you guys. Here's the lake popping in right here. Oh, it looks like we got a dam here. We got a dam here. Oh, sorry, guys. That's my fault. I got stuck in the side of that mountain. So how is it going to show that? Yeah, a little bit of an earthworks dam there, I think. I think that's what I was seeing. Descending now. Yeah, they're bombing downhill. 3% grade going downhill. Again, data points, it might show a little bit high at times, just the way the data comes in. Awesome stuff here, guys. Awesome stuff. Let's hang with them here now. It's saying that we currently have, it's saying it's 1.1 kilometers. That's probably just that descent down. That's going to all come back. Let's just watch that here. I'm going to leave you guys there. Anna's training with St. Catherine's Niagara Club. Sorry, Colin, I am one of those pesky little climbers. My club captain was larger at 225 pounds, 6'2". He didn't enjoy climbing. Yeah, that's okay. 225, 6'2". I'm more in that 200-pound range. I better weigh myself lately and adjust my my kilos properly. Let's see, when are we live? Guys, we're going to have a live video here soon. That's where I like to see all the cool stuff out on stage. Oh, they're saying it's live now. They're saying it's live now. Give me 1 second here. I think I'm going to invest due to the generous donations. And actually, R. Stanley again yesterday contributed to the channel, guys. Generous donations to the channel. I think my next move is I want to upgrade. My mic is good. Guys, my mic is good. Joey Jojo bought me this mic. And I'm like, awesome. You bought basically one of the best rated mics out there. Like bang for your buck. Yeah, you could probably go spend $2,000 on a mic and it's going to sound 0.01% better. It's kind of like buying an aluminum bike for $1,000 or a carbon fiber bike for $12,000. It's not going to be that much better. It's going to be better, but not that much. I'm seeing one lone rider back there. Who is that? This rider right here, I'm seeing them in the distance. Riders are falling off now as we climb, guys. They're showing up on screen here. Who is this rider? Yep, we've lost 2 riders at the back. Yelena Eric and Laura Molinar here. Volker Vessels and Movistar. So they've already been shed as we climb. We're at a 4% gradient now. This is our second categorized climb of the day. Want to zoom out here a little bit. Then it's saying the Peloton's coming up quick. They're only 230 meters behind these two. And the other group is just up the road. Let's jump to the Peloton real quick here. GC Peloton. Green jersey still there. Oops, that's me just being clunky. Let's actually hang with Lorena for a second here. See how she's going to do. Those other riders are... I'm looking for them now. Guys, I do this all the time in my videos too. anytime I'm racing, I'm looking for other riders. That's the whole point of doing this. Instead of just saying, oh, one group's 30 seconds up the road and there's a 3-minute gap. And I think most people, like if I was to tell my mom that, she'd be like, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. But when you get to see it this way, you can really appreciate it. So thank you, Biketerra. So now we got 6 riders who've fallen out. Yep, 6 riders here. Leanne Liepert is in the front group. So here's the very front group. It's a big group too, guys. Big group. Still saying 12 riders, probably more than that as we climb. Silke Smolders there. I do need to jump back here, guys, for a second. I need to see this. Yeah, we're coming to it now. And hopefully I haven't messed that up too bad. Okay, it holds up. So what I'm doing is I'm jumping into a different window to look at Tour de France race feed. Everything's as it says it is here. If I go away for too long, it resets Biketerra. Then you get that start thing again. Obviously, if you were riding Biketerra at home, which is very easy to do, guys, you wouldn't have that happen. So you can see a group right behind us. These are the riders that have just been tailed off the back end here. It looks like there's about 5 or 6 of them. 6 riders should be back there. Lily Williams, Emma Norsgaard Bjerg, Linda Zanetti, who went out early today, Laura Molinar, Misha Bredewald, and Yelena Eric. Let's just hang out with Yelena Eric here. 6 riders in this group. They can just see the front group around every bend if there's a straightaway. They're just going to catch a glimpse of them now, and then they're going to disappear again. Awesome. I think the peloton's really, well, it says it's 448 meters back from these riders here. 6% gradient at this point. So we'll hang out here for a little bit. Actually, let's jump back to the front group. Brody Chapin up there again. Is Chabe still here? She should be, yeah, she's still here. I think we're getting close to the top here, guys. Just from what I'm seeing, you know, the way I'm looking at it, I think the finish for the climb is just up here somewhere off the very top left-hand side of the screen. What I can do is probably just escape for a second, have a look. Yeah, we're going to be swinging around to the left, and the finish line is going to be up there. So I don't know exactly where it is, but just the way the climb is, it's going to be like a pass, or it's going to be the high point between 2 hills, or the valley point, you know, it's down below the col itself. So we're going to swing around. We're going to be going around to the left up here, and that will be the top of this climb. I'll jump out. Yeah, I can already see a building popping in over there, so we're probably going to be going over there somewhere. Okay, that's actually way off. Yeah, good drawing right now, guys. Really good drawing here. There's buildings way out in the distance you can see. The field's way out there. Buildings way behind us. All those buildings will be real. So yeah, we still got this group here. Still says 6 riders chasing. 4, down to 4. 2 riders have fallen out of that group itself. Here's Laura Molinar. So we got these 2 riders chasing a group of 4 up ahead. Here's Misha Bredewald. Front group that says it says at least still 12 riders. Let's go to Amber Crack here. Probably the KOM's at this town, I would imagine. So we got a little town popping up here. Let's jump in. Oh, this is Augerels itself. However you say that, Augerels. This is the Côte d'Augerels. So it's probably a point right about here. Again, still waiting on feed coming through. If I could see it, I'd tell you exactly who is going here through here for you. I'll jump out again. Yes, so Dawn's a pesky lightweight climber. Guys, I dropped that in a video one day over on Ruby, and I've been using that for about 3 years now. Pesky lightweight climber. Mike's cheering on Kim here. Okay, I'm going to catch up, guys. Ooh, the qualifier was 125 kilometers. Drew Schaefer's back. Hey, Drew, good morning, dude. Good to see you. With 2,300 meters of climbing. Anna, which qualifier was that? J. Taylor Collin, thank you for being here. And who's in the lead group again? Dude, right now, Shabby's in that front group. We got 4 climbs today. Actually, we've got like a bunch of climbs today. 4 categorized. There's a group of at least 12 riders up front. A lot of climbers going for Queen of the Mountain points. We got groups splintering off the back right now. There was 6. Now that's been broken up into a group of 4. Another group of 2. The peloton is 800 meters back from the front right now. I've got Bike Terror running, trying to show everyone the groups. I'm just going to catch up with the chat here quick. Anna's saying she qualified. Yeah, that's a tough qualifier too. 125K with 300 meters of climbing. Dream saying, Robert, it used to be that Gigante was working for, yeah, I can't say it. What's her name? Justine, maybe? I can't say her last name. Gikari, earlier this year on Australia and the Tour of Norway. Drew Schaefer, good blue Bike Terror view, by the way, showing the hills in the background. Yeah, it's super lumpy through here, guys. We're in that whole volcanic area where everything, like the Puy de Dôme, there's a whole bunch of extinct volcanic hills here. So they probably would have been like cinder cones in the past, where, if you know what a cinder cone is, sometimes you pick up, I don't know what to describe it as. What's the name of the actual rock? I'm trying to think here. You'll pick it up and it feels like it's as light as like balsa wood. This rock is black. It's full of bubbles. It's explosive and it piles up. It doesn't really become, it is a rock, but it's got so much porosity in it and air pockets that it's super light. Very sharp, black in color, really pretty to look at. Almost has like an iridescent sheen to it. I think that's what these originally were. And then they've been covered up with soil and stuff. Trees have grown on them. So there's a bunch of extinct volcanoes around here. And guys, I'm missing a lot of the chat. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about creatine powders here. Kim LaCourte, very easy to root for, gives 123 people watching now, guys. I knew when the hill stages came, this would happen. These guys are over the top, guys. I'm going to jump out for a second. They're going to have a little bit of a reprieve in the middle here, and we start climbing again. So let me just jump back here. I need to get some data points. The groups are so big, it's hard for me to see what's going on there. And let's see if the Tour de France even knows what's going on. So here's the race, guys, as is. They're all over the group of the category 3. With group 4 back here, 17 riders that have been showed out the back. These are names we saw yesterday. Allison Jackson. Dijkstra's out the back. She was on the attack yesterday. Other names I'm getting used to seeing. Breakaway we saw yesterday for Arkea. Here's our yellow jersey. Lorena Vibas is still here. 100 riders in this group. Kim LaCourte's back there with the yellow jersey. Group 2 on the road. Williams, Norsgaard Berg, Zanetti, and Bredewald. Group 1 on the road. It is 12 riders exactly. So we're seeing that on Bike Terror perfectly. They only display 12. Chabe, Liepert, Georgie, Silky Smolders, Paladin, Castellan, Ustalaza, Crack, Coston. This rider, I think it's Morgane Coston. She was the first rider up the road. And they've all joined her. Chapman, Geritz, and Hansen. That's the situation, guys. Let's see if we got some points going through there. Ooh, Brody Chapman took them. She got points yesterday. I think Brody Chapman's got 7 points overall right now. After getting those 3. Chabe got 2. Silke got 1. I would have loved to have seen that because Elise here will be fighting for every point right now. Every point. The first category 3, Elise got them. Silke Smulders got 2. Brody Chapman got 1. So here's our 3 that are going to be fighting for that jersey. Now, that's probably all going to change on this next climb. We just have a little bit. I'm going to zoom in for a bit here, guys. You can kind of see it's kind of flatter in the middle, but it is lumpy. It starts climbing here. There's a little bit of flat, and then it starts. It's going to be like a 1 to 2% gradient for a long ways, and then we're going to kick. So let me just jump right back out there and see what kind of feed we're getting here. On the second climb of the day, the leading group is down to 12 members. Elise Chabe is still there and already has 3 points today. So she's going to be fighting for every point. Okay, the breakaway. Guys, we've seen all that. We've seen all that with Bike Terror. We've got it figured out. 12 riders up front. We got a 35-second gap back to the 4. There were 2 riders shed out of that group. I think they've been absorbed by the peloton now. Peloton should have 100 riders still. And then we got 17 riders out the back. So I got everything figured out. Back to the good stuff here. Back to the good stuff. We're going to go to the leading group. Hang out with Leanne Lippert here. And I'll get you in there right now, guys. And then I'm going to try to get caught up with Chad again. Guys, 117 in the mix right now. Again, we are in the pipe, 5x5. Let me get in there so it doesn't desync. Please like if you can, guys. Just quickly hit the thumbs up button. It does so much for the channel. Kim LaCourte, very easy to root for. Gives great interviews. She and Sarah, Gigante, a potent 1-2 combo. Yeah, AG Insurance Sudal. That is a double right there. And yes, it is Justine. So Justine's there as well. Jay Taylor, what is everyone's favorite recovery meal? Today I had peaches, Cheerios with soy milk, blueberries. Dude, you're killing it. I am the world's worst for recoveries. So like after the Paragoods yesterday, which is a hard climb, let's say it's 5 miles and 2,000 feet of climbing. Did that. We didn't go super hard though. Like I didn't bury myself. In fact, the first 3 kilometers, the first 2 miles, I was waiting for Ruben to catch up with me on the road. Went upstairs, opened up a bag of dill pickle potato chips, ate half a bag of dill pickle chips. Probably followed up with probably a Coke, and might have been diet, so healthy, fully healthy. I had Diet Coke, guys, so like I'm on the road to recovery. And then later on, I would have thought, oh man, I gotta have a coconut water. So then that was my little bit of goodness. I'm a terrible eater. When I'm done my bike rides, long rides, I'm walking around here like a zombie. I need electrolytes so bad. Trying to see what's on the side of the road there. That's fascinating. I'm not sure what that is on the road there. Oh, it's just the way the river curves under. There's a big meander in the river here. I was going to call it an oxbow lake, but it's still connected. So it is technically not an oxbow lake. And if you're wondering what that is, when you watch a river system in a big valley, and you see these kind of like crescent-shaped little puddles, those are oxbow lakes. That's where the river used to be. So it's going to meander around. And eventually the river says, nah, I don't want to meander anymore. I want to go straight through. So then that little curve of the river gets isolated, and then it becomes called an oxbow lake. Kind of a little superficial geography stuff for you there. Favorite recovery meal? Grilled or rotisserie chicken, rice, and vegetables. Oh, Don, that sounds good. You're giving me dinner ideas for tonight, guys. Okay, the feed's finally coming through here. We still got our 12 out front here. It's saying 0% gradient here. We will be climbing. It's imminent, guys. Yeah, I think my quick guess is we're going to see the GC riders back with these riders probably a quarter of the way up this climb. That's my guess. Once they start putting the pressure on. For a lot of the GC riders, this is a day that you can vault right up into first place if you put in some good moves. Teams have probably highlighted this stage as a stage they need to get after. First mountain stage. I think tomorrow we're technically a hilly stage. That'll be stage 7. Stage 8 and 9, all mountains. HC climbs, guys. And we do the Col de Madeleine, one of the toughest climbs out there. I'm calling that an HC plus climb. It's not an HC, it's beyond that. Okay, just bounce it through here. Okay, so we got 12 in the group. Man, how far behind am I? Okay, 7:37. But Jay Taylor's here. Lead group, dude. 12 riders right now, being chased by a group of 4. Peloton's 1.25 kilometers back. So like 800. It's only like 800 meters back or something. Is that right? Sorry, that doesn't make sense. I wanted to say 0.8 miles. It came out as 800 meters. They're 1.25 kilometers back. So that's 1,250 meters, obviously. God, I hate to sound dumb like that. So we're talking about protein powders. Guys, I think I've taken protein powders just a few times as just to basically have a milkshake. That's all the reason I take it for. Some of the protein powders have really good taste to them. Joey Jojo likes to buy this stuff all the time. She doesn't use it herself. She just likes to buy it. Thinks she's going to use it. And then I think, well, I want a milkshake. So I'm going to go eat this stuff and use it up. Otherwise, I would never buy it. Yep. Drew here. Howdy, kids. Jay's asking what he's missing about creatine. Oh, wow. I bounced way back too far. Ooh, look at this here. Dream saying, oh yeah, Liebert has her own YouTube and she posts regular excellent watch. Okay, awesome, Dream. I'm going to go watch that later today. Even better than most teams' YouTube channel. Okay, that's good to know. Possible to move your pick window to the other side. Yeah, good idea, dude. Thank you, Doug. Guys, I said that if you ever see something that is bugging you or you know it's going to look better, just tell me. Easy to do. Boom, fixed. Thank you, Doug. You the man. Guys, I just set these up in advance and then I kind of forget about it as I'm doing this. So let's just jump back here. Looking good, guys. You can see your 8-9% gradient coming through here. Let me just try to show you the gradient here. So they are climbing all the way right now. Group of 12 riders still. I think it's still saying 12. 12 riders here. So I will be checking out Leanne Liepert's YouTube channel later today. We've still got our group of 4. Lily Williams here chasing behind them. 345 meters back. I don't think we're going to see that group right now. Then it looks like the peloton's coming. 564 meters back. So let's see where they are. Larina Vibas, they say she's still there. She's still hanging in there, guys. So GC movers, time to go. It's supposed to be a hard day. Yes, we know it's a hard day, guys. Okay. So Doug, yeah, thanks for doing it. Guys, I said that if you see something weird, I think it was yesterday, I think Dawn told me, I didn't even have my camera on. Basically, I have to reset it every day. Every day I got to reset it. Very rare that it stays on. So Doug, thanks for doing that. Or if there's something you guys want to see, if you don't want to see this, let me know. In fact, what I will do as we're climbing here, I'm going to jump back here. We will turn that back on quickly just to get a feel as for time gaps here. So the front group of 12, you can see where they are right now. Guys, they're just starting the climb right now. The peloton is 58 seconds back. That can be gone in no time. The group of 4, Group Williams here, they're almost done. There's 4 of them there. Bradenwald, Zanetti, Norsgaard, and L. Williams here. Lily Williams from the United States, guys. Human Powered Health, one of the U.S. teams. So good to see them here. Speaking of which, whilst we're doing that, let's look at the Human Powered Health team. I like to look at the teams. 7th in the general ranking. That's pretty good. Casper, Edwards, De Jong, Malcotti, Mitterwallner, Rijmakers, and Williams. So Williams here is the one that's in that group that's just getting devoured right now. They've been caught now. And we do have 17 riders out back. Who's back here that is suffering today? Allison Jackson, Anderson, Dijkstra, Mangan. Seeing names that are and Treguet. This rider was in the move yesterday here, Arkea B&B Hotels. So probably feeling the effects of yesterday in her legs right now. Just starting the climb, guys. 1 minute gap. See if we got any news. You know, this is where... Okay, right here, we just saw one. Berlova withdraws. Christina Berlova for Ceratizit has just withdrawn from the Tour de France. She saw that hill and thinking, I'm already hurting. Let's pull the pin. 45.7 kilometers into the stage. Okay, that was when we were descending down. Awesome. Here comes the climb, guys. I know I would prefer to be in Bike Terra. I don't know about you guys. Bike Terra for the win. How about everyone post that? Doing a little refresh here. Leading group is almost a kilometer ahead. It's starting to drop now. So let's find a rider here who we've never looked at before. Well, we've seen Brody. Let's look at Femke Geritz. So we're on Femke here. I'm going to turn it on now, guys, so you can see it. And there we go. So we're going to stick with these riders on the climb. Tough climb. Definitely. Yeah, coffee, chit-chat here. Okay, we got video feed now. We have video feed now. Looking at it here. Thank you so much, Flow Bikes. And thank you, organizers of the Tour de France, for not showing the whole first hour and a bit, because we want to have... We're here to promote women's cycling, and we don't want to show it. Thank you. This is really dumb to me. Everyone else has said that too. Okay, this is the head of the course here. Wow, love all the stone walls I'm seeing here, guys. I love them all. Polka dot jersey putting her arm up right now. They are climbing at 29 k's an hour. It is a climb. I got to imagine here at this point it's backed off a little bit in the steepness of it. Here's Silky Smolders. 3% gradient. That makes sense to me. Again, this is slightly delayed. 3% gradient, 2% gradient. They're going to be able to hold a pretty decent speed. So she's gone back to her car. FDJ Suez here. What does she want? She's going back for a bottle. Probably got a gel stuck to that bottle too. Power up number 12, Elise Shabby for FDJ. Guys, I'm still learning the jerseys too. Like, oh, so, okay, that's the FDJ DS there. Actually, the DS will be in the right seat. Oh, maybe Dream's here. Dream, can you answer me this? Who was the team car that was basically riding in the peloton? I think it might have been last year or the year before. Like, it was a team car that decided, hey man, we're going to drive right through the peloton. And so the 150 riders were completely surrounding the car. The car was trying to drive off the road onto the shoulder. It was like a gravel shoulder. And there was people there, like fans. I would love to know who that person was. And give them a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a slap in the ear for that maneuver. Friends Louis Gaino Aguilar. Go Lorena Vibes. I think go Lorena Vibes will be going out the back here soon, dude. This climb, let's hope she hangs on. Just not her stage today. Lorena's doing really well. She is in the GC peloton, 1 kilometer behind right now, off the breakaway group. Okay, guys, lots of messages. Love it. 138 watching now, guys. Let's get over 150. We haven't been over 150 yet. Ooh, wow, guys. So many messages here. Whoa. I just saw a new dude here. I think his name was Johnny. Johnny, where's Johnny gone? Johnny T-Luck. Hi, everyone. Come on, Kim. All Mauritius behind you. Johnny, great. Dude, are you from Mauritius? Tiny country in the Indian Ocean off the southeast coast of Africa. Drew's here. Village on top of this climb. That's radical. Bago is still first overall in the white jersey. I don't know where she is right now. I'm going to have to figure that out. Let me get caught in the chat, guys, so I can get caught up. Drew saying cinder cones all around me from the Lagunita volcanic period 28 million years ago. Drew, where are you located? I'm going to say if you're in... Drew, I'm assuming you're American. I don't even know if I know that. Tons of cinder cones in Idaho. So, just wild guess. I have no idea of the Lagarita. Well, when you say Lagarita, I got to think you're not in the States then. Yeah, just let me know. We'll figure that all out. Oh, Robert saying love the translation from Flemish here. Yeah, some of the translations are weird. Pauline L. Esbel and Funny. Okay, that's from Drew. Let me catch up, guys. 125 watching now. Love this zoomed in view. Okay, so who's saying that? Yeah, there will be. Okay, so that's Drew again. So many interesting stars to root for at the Femmes. More than the men me thinks. Yeah, I think it's been more exciting at the Femmes, to be honest, guys. And the fact that they're not... Okay, so I've got video footage now. Lorena getting punted out the back, guys. She's gone. This is not her thing. There's different types of cyclists. There's some... You know what kills me the most? Why is there not a time trial? That's my favorite thing. Every tour, if it's especially when it's 90s long, there should be an individual time trial. Kind of shocked that there's not. Individual time trialists, that's their thing. They could level the climbers. Absolutely destroy most of them. It depends what kind of rider you are. So it gives them an advantage there. The climbers have the advantage on the hills, obviously. Yeah, so we're seeing the abandonment of Kristina Berlova for Seretazit. Riders going out the back here all the time. Peloton's looking pretty big, but they're just stringing out the back now, guys. I want to get caught up. Dream saying Bago locked in by Cofidis to 2027. Here's a question for you, Dream. Is the women's Cofidis team kind of like the men's Cofidis team? Like, just never really there. Just never really fully there. Just wondering. Because that's how I see the men's team. Okay, we've got Drew here. More on Oxbow's river currents run faster on outside of the bends, thus the outer bank erodes, and sediments descending deposit on the inner bends. Exactly. So yeah, like around here, you'll find oxbows everywhere. Really cool to see. My trivia today, not very serious, but who is Canada's next Demi? The future GC, maybe 27. Oh. Okay, well, I'll have a really dumb answer here. All I can say is maybe Canada's next men's GC contender is Derek G. I think there's 5 Canadians at the race. But I would have no idea who would be the next Demi. I'm really hoping Canada has a next Demi, because I'm going to follow all of it, guys. I'm going to follow all of it. Kind of started this too late this year. Like, I could have done the Vuelta Femenina. I couldn't have done the Giro Donne because it was at the exact same time as the men's tour, which I don't know why they did that. Guys, looks like the groups are splintering again here now. Things are going off. Y'all got to start paying attention. It is saying still 12 in this lead group. Let's take a look at the teams here. Okay, so there's Elise. Is this front group here? I'm just trying to figure out if the group they're showing me, they're saying it is. Yeah, looks like 12 riders there. Just can't see Elise right now. Polka dot jersey, where are you? Sitting about 6th. Movistar rider here. Picnic Post NL. Liv. Laboral Euskadi. Okay, we've got a second Amber Crack here. For FDJ, I believe that is. Okay, I'm just looking at all of them here, guys. Femke Garitz here. And we're going to look back. 1.1 kilometers. So this group up front is pushing pretty hard, guys. They're pushing up top. Remember, at the top of the climb, here, I'm going to jump out for one more second. We'll bounce back here again. Let's look at the sporting stakes again. So we can do that right here. Sporting stakes. Col de Biel, 10 points at the top. So 10 points at the top, guys. Let's take a look now at the polka dot jersey. And you can see, now this is as of yesterday. This is not today. But you can see we've only got 5 points between Shabby and Smolders. Shabby has gotten more points today, though. So, stage ranking. This is what's happened today. No, that is not today. That's yesterday. This is what's happened today. Mountain stage, Clermont-Ferrand to Ambert. First climb was Shabby getting 3 points. Smolders getting 2. Brody Chapman getting 1. Second climb, probably about the same thing. Ooh, it flip-flopped. Brody gets 3. Shabby gets 2. Silke gets 1. And we're working our way to the next climb, guys. So right now, Shabby will still be in the lead of the polka dot jersey. We'll bounce back. Okay, I just lost that there. Oh yeah, just close that. Okay, that was kind of weird. Shouldn't have done that. We'll get back into this live one here. Okay, here we are, guys. I'll just put the map on for a second just so I can catch up in the chat. So right now we have 4 groups out here. You can see Lorena Vibes here just dangling behind. Vibes, Gillespie, Unikin for Volker Vessels, Brause, or Brause, I guess you should say. Group 4, 10 riders back there. Allison Jackson group. Here is the yellow jersey group. White jersey is there as well. I just saw her. Well, I don't see her name there, but it's saying she's there. You can see the white on the corner of the bubble here. Red jersey group. So polka dot jersey group. I don't know. Yeah. How about we put a polka dot symbol there? What that? 12 riders still. I'll quickly jump back into the chat here, guys. Let me catch up. Thanks, perfect. Doug Sanders here. Lug, yeah, basic geography from me. Drew knows his stuff as well. It looks like Someone says Kat Ferguson, now she's British. We can see the Mississippi River oxbows by searching web for overlaid maps. Robert, and why not Kat in the Tour de France? Yeah, I wonder why. Doug saying he's going to get nasty. Bike Terra. Everyone wants me back on Bike Terra. They're supporting Bike Terra. Awesome stuff. Guys, I'm just going to catch up here real quick. If I see new names, if I'm ignoring you, I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay, your Drew's answering. I remember that car in the peloton. I think that was at the top of the mountain. I don't remember the team, though. Maybe. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And they were trying to get through. They just kept pushing their way through. They went to the left-hand side of the road. The left wheels were off the road, like hanging into the grass, and there's people standing there. Like, dude, you could kill someone. That was so ridiculous. David Blom here. Good day from Melbourne, Australia, approaching midnight. Have loved your coverage over the past few nights. Dude, thanks for being here, David. Awesome to see you here. Dude, thanks for hanging in there and staying up late. I'm going to jump back to Bike Terror right away, guys. This whole thing for me is talking to you dudes, getting info, learning about other cyclists, maybe introducing some of you to the world of inside cycling. Because that's what I do. So I did 2 Zwift races this week. I want to get back on Bike Terra stuff here soon. It's always about finding a good event too. Michael Sagerman here. I agree, Colin. A Tour de France without an ITT is a miss by the organizers. Yeah, these routes are designed every year, guys, and it should kind of like blend all the talents. The sprinters. I mean, imagine if they didn't have a sprint stage in one tour. The sprinters would go nuts. Or like, let's have a totally flat Tour de France. The climbers would be like, they would have no chance. I just read something a few days ago. The longest ever time trial at the Tour de France. But check this out. I don't remember the year, but it was in yesteryears. Probably like in the 40s or the 50s. Individual time trial. 135 kilometers. So longer than today's stage. So if you're a good time trialist, you pummel the field. See what's going on up here now, guys. Do we still have our 12 riders? Still same 12 riders. I think it's going to start cracking apart soon. Yeah, they need an individual time trial. Some people specialize in that. Fred saying as well, yeah, I love a TT, especially having one late, like Le Mans in 89. Awesome comeback. Trailed by 50 seconds, won by 8. Yeah, dude, that was so awesome. Okay, Del Norte, Colorado. Yes, in the States. Name of the caldera, 30 miles, 51 kilometers. Perfect. Is La Garita Caldera. I just thought when the Spanish name, I thought, well, God, is he living in Spain or something? Just south of Creedle. I'm the guy whose driveway is at the Ram. Oh, okay, cool, dude. Dude, I'm going to look that up later. I love looking at maps. Obviously, I love geology, but I love superficial geology as well, which, kind of just even geography. Yep, confidence men and women have the same status. Okay, Dream. That's kind of what I thought. Like, they're just not there. But they've been around forever. Robert, stage winner from the Breakaway, probably. Yeah, get over those time bonuses. Oh, we're having a look at that lake from earlier that I showed you. Okay, guys, we're going back to Bike Terra because I know this is... Bang that back up. I'm reconnected. Leading group. At least shabby. Man, you want to be first over this one if you're in the fight for the QOM. So let's get that going on. Shaka Khan, let's go, folks. Let's go. The climb is on, folks. The climb is on in earnest. 7% gradient here. If you've ever done a 7% climb, and I keep saying to people, wherever you live in the world, at least in North America, you're out in the mountains. Ooh, it's showing Lorena Weeb's back here. Viva's way back here. Looks like it's showing her getting back on that big group. 35th overall, 9 minutes down. Haven't really seen a lot of the high-end GC because they're hiding in this big group that's chasing the 12 and the Breakaway. So Breakaway going up the hill first. Yeah, if you're ever driving through the mountains, California, Colorado, Alberta, British Columbia, anywhere, at 7%, that's when you'll see the sign, steep gradient. That's generally to warn truckers like, hey dudes, check your brakes. They'll have, like in the mountains here, they'll have pull-out points for breakers to pull over and check their brakes. Or at the bottom of them, they'll have places for truckers to pull over and chain up. so they don't start losing traction going up the hill, and then eventually they're stuck on the hill. Guess what? That happened to me one time many, many years ago when I was way north in northern. I might have been on the border of British Columbia. Well, I was on the border of British Columbia and Alberta. I don't know which side I was on. I was near a place called Chetwynd, and I was driving just a 5-ton truck. So a big cargo truck, really. I don't even know why I was driving it. I was working for a seismic company, and I got stuck on the hill where I could not move anymore. But I was on a hill and just sitting on the brakes, freaking out. Yeah, that was a fun one. Okay, backing up through. Ooh, we did it, man. We did it. 156 watching. It's going to get bigger every day. Everyone pile in now. Pile in now. Don't miss the women's tour. Oh, yeah, guys, I was saying earlier, Joey does all the tour stuff, social media stuff. I even posted on LinkedIn today. I hate LinkedIn. It's done me no good. It's just a waste of my time. But I did post on there because I still have business connections downtown, and I find a lot of people look at my stuff and go, wow, this guy can actually talk. He's not just a pretty face. Yeah, guys, you guys are chatting so much here. Yep, should be a TT. The first stage was 79 kilometers only. They should have put a TT in the morning. Yeah, I love that double stage. Yeah, keep it a short TT, like 6 minutes or 6 kilometers. Then they can't lose that much. Or cap the TT losses. They've done that in the past too in men's cycling. Maybe they've done it in women's cycling too. Okay, so we're going to be checking out La Garita Caldera later today. Break only has 1.35. Okay, guys, still looking at it here. I'm just going to go back on down now. So it's 1.62 kilometers back to the peloton. I think these 12 up front are driving super hard, knowing this is their chance to score the 10 points and then probably ease off for the day. Or maybe go for it. You never know what their plans are. But these 12 are all together here. Ooh, take a look at this. So it's saying that Lorena is in the main group, which I did see her coming back on. Rider 121 here, back of the peloton for Liv Alula Jaco. Falling out the back now. So Liv, team leader, out the back. So we're going to watch them here. And I did see another group back here. Here's a chase group coming up right now. Drop riders, they're only 52 meters back. It says they are 11 riders back there. Here's Allison Jackson. So maybe it's leveled off a bit here. It's just the pacing. They're going to come back onto that peloton right away. So the drop riders will come back unless that front group accelerates right now. Back to the front, guys. Back to the front. Back to the front. If you know that, tell me that song. It's in my head. Back to the front. Joey might know it. Is Joey awake yet? She might be. I haven't seen her comment yet. Steve Mankag. Dude, there's a group of 12 out front right now chasing polka dot jersey points. And I'm just going to catch up, guys. Did any teams miss the break? Maybe EF. In the front break. I'm looking here right now. I don't see EF popping out there, so they might have missed the break. I'll jump back. I'm going to catch up real quick here. Yes, Derek G. He's the man right now. That guy is so good. I hope we see him at the Vuelta. Some teams have announced already. Almeida's going. Ayuso's going. No Poggi. We all knew that. I mean, they kept talking about like all the things. Yes, I have... hello, this is today. The Vuelta is one of my goals this year. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. It's not. I think everyone, if you follow cycling, knew he's not going to race it. He's absolutely burnt out. 13 summers as a raft trip leader helps with hydrogeology. Does that exist? Yeah, dude, it does. There's jobs around here for hydrogeologists. It's like I tell people, though, they're like, well, Colin, you're a geologist. Why don't you go become a gold miner? Totally different. It would be like saying, you know, a brain surgeon, and they just decided one day it is now illegal to perform brain surgery. That person can't do anything. Outside of maybe being like in management at the hospital, that brain surgeon would not be able to go do heart surgery. They don't specialize in that. I specialized in oil and gas. The world's changing. We got EVs. We got no pipelines. We've got climate stuff going on. We've got people lobbying to shut all oil and gas down, yet we all need it still. We need to transition out of it. That's my point. And please no one say political. No, I didn't say that. Trivia. The future of Canada cycling has a twin. Both of them in the same team, although they are not in the TDF right now. Oh, wow. So there's twins. So the future of Canada cycling, female cycling, on the same team. I still don't know. Oh, right here, Lady Boss. Who is Lady Boss? I love this. She just drops right in and drops some knowledge on us. Dropping knowledge, folks. That's what we're calling this. Lady Boss, please introduce yourself. Where are you from? Like right away, Holgram sisters. Lady Boss, Dream, I had no idea. Guys, I'm just natural. I'll tell you how it is. If I don't know something, I ain't going to fake my way through it. But their team, it's a big team. Okay. Drew Schaefer, wow, longest. Yeah, dude, 135 kilometers back then. You know, in the past, it's so weird reading all the old stuff about the Tour. Like, when the climbers first came along, climbers that would stand out of the saddle. Back then, at the original Tour, Henry DeGrange himself said, he goes, oh, he's a weak man. Yeah, those are the comments. As a climber back then, you sat down and you grinded your way to the top. If you had to stand, you were considered to be weak. I didn't make that up. Going through some open areas here now, guys. Going to spin around, give you a little bike terror love here. It's flattened out up here, guys, down to 3% gradients. So this 23, 24K an hour looks right on par to me. I am watching the front here, though. Here, there's attacks going off in this front group. Shabby's in second place right now. There's definitely attacks going off in that front group. All sticking together. And I'm kind of watching Bike Terror here at the same time too, to see if we start seeing little breaks. But it looks like they're all hanging in here. These 12 are determined to stick together. Yeah, Lady Boss, ding, ding, ding. Which team? The twin is paternal. Very interesting. They have a different physiology. Okay, I didn't know that. Lady Boss, Isabella. She kills it in MTB. Lady Boss, please introduce yourself. And how long have you been a lurker for? Everyone, I encourage everyone to talk here. And again, guys, that's what I would say. That's my big weakness would be mountain biking. But you know what? Like on Flow Bikes, they have mountain biking. They even have BMX. I'm like, one day I'm going to comment on BMX. Just have fun with it. I find races all the time on YouTube. All you hear is the motorbikes. Not one word is said. And it'll be a 3-hour race. I'm like, why don't you just get someone to do this? One has the GC body. The other has a normal cyclist one. Okay. She represented Canada mountain bike Olympics last year. Ladies, so good you're dropping this information here. I'm going to learn about this today, I promise. Isabella just placed top 10 recently. So there's Isabella. What's the other one's name? So it's the Holgram twin sisters. Looking here at the front of the peloton, it says they're 55 seconds back right now. That's going to equate to, it says 2.4 kilometers here, guys, because that's the kind of climb we're going up. We're not even halfway up yet. We haven't even got to the hard stuff yet. So I'm expecting very soon, looking at the profile on the bottom of the screen, that white line just up ahead of us here now, it's going to level off a little bit, actually. There's some darker purple segments. You can see it's kind of a magenta. That's going to get steep. That's where it's breaking apart. When's the GC going after? I don't know. They're all sticking together. They've even got the sprinter, Larina Vivas, with them right now. Fueled. Dream saying, dang, Isabella placed 7th at the Giro just recently. That would have been at the beginning of July, guys. Canada's future right there. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to learn about her. Dawn saying, I will feel a 7% climb after about 300 meters. Then my legs start to scream after 1. Yeah, so yesterday, Dawn, Paragoots, it's 7-8% for 8 kilometers. 9 kilometers almost. It's actually steeper than that. You climb 650 meters in 8 kilometers. So that means it's got to be about an 8% gradient all the way. Some parts it dips down, other parts it's going to be 10%. Just go. I did that yesterday, and I'm out of shape right now. I'm completely out of shape. This dude here, hi from Ethiopia. This guy's in here before. Say Ibra, been here before. 131 Washington. Thanks so much, guys. Just bang over there for a second. Hit the thumb button. Other people will see it tonight. We're gonna keep growing this. Yeah, Don saying LinkedIn. I only use it for a job. 17 years. Yeah, dude. I've been on LinkedIn so long. I've looked for so many jobs. I'm at the point now. I've absolutely given up. I'm tired of sending out resumes. Hearing back 3 months later, yes, sorry, we hired someone that's 30 years younger than you to do a junior level entry job. Oh, you've been a geologist for 20 years? We don't care. We want someone that we can boss around and keep under our thumb. That's what it comes down to. These switchbacks are looking cool here, guys. The main peloton's a little bit too far back to see them yet. So they're just gradually moving up here, 3%. They're going to come out of the flat stage now. This is a flatter area. It's going to start kicking right away. I'm expecting this part coming up next to be in more of the 9% gradient. Just based, I'm going to guess 9% gradient would be the kick for that magenta. Yeah, I did put a post on there. I put a post on there for LinkedIn. It's kind of like my little network in Calgary. There's a lot of dudes that ride bikes. So here's my twisted little way of doing this. Maybe someone watches and goes, hey, that Colin dude. Yeah, he's not stupid. Look what he's doing. Maybe we should give him a job. I don't know. I've lost all my networking ability with the people downtown. Everyone that's hiring, they got half my experience and they're 15 years younger than me. They don't want to hire you. That's what happens when you get old, guys. Yeah, Justine. Yeah, she's got the red cheeks for sure. Called him at, okay, Drew's saying Call du M, we're going to call it, in the Swiss Jura towards Lake Geneva. Has 13% grades after 80K. I had to walk it for 1 kilometer. Rudy came by and asked, who's Rudy? Who is Rudy? Rudy came by and asked if I was okay. Said I'm doing him 5.9 kilometers an hour. Oof, tough. That's tough, man. Lady Boss, this is from Dream. Seeing a rider step off the bike here. She's already trying to get her back wheel off. I don't know what she was doing there. Actually, she might have been pulling something out of the derailleur because, she's obviously doesn't have quick release on the back anymore of these bikes. Passing a church here, this reminds me of the finish, stage 21, where it looped around. So that camera's a little delayed. I wonder if I can show you that here. That's delayed. Going to bounce back to Lorena Vebis here. Okay, guys, this is how it looks at the back. Check this out. Already falling apart. A lot of riders here. So the front, generally more climbers or people that are pretending to be climbers today. They want to just get up there, setting up something for later. Back here is kind of like the riders of all different abilities. Weird data point there. Those guys racing away. You can see it happening here. This is just a surge of data coming from the Tour de France. But there's 4 groups back here. 4 different groups showing up. Dropped riders at the back. It looks like there's a handful of them back here. It says there's 13 riders back here. So that's what they're seeing. They can all see each other. Riders are looking up ahead. Actually, I've got 4 groups on the road here. 1, 2. One's just tucked behind the trees here. 3. And right at the very top, there's a 4th group. They're watching them sail away right now, guys. Sailing away. Yeah, Vebis is dropped again. So we got the white jersey and the yellow jersey together right now. Vebis is in the next group back, which is to be expected. We're just going to hang here. You can watch that train of groups coming up. Yes, Lady Boss. Yes, the twins were both national champ. I think Isabella got World Cup in her age group. World champion in her age group. He replied, Merde. Crap. I'm only going 7.4 pedaling. Oh yeah, some of these climbs, guys, I'm pedaling in the 40, sometimes the 30 RPMs. I don't have the lowest gear set up on my bike. Thankfully, I got strong knees. I got strong legs. I never feel knee pain. I just grind it out. I hate standing. I'm seated the entire time, a la Poggy. So yeah, in my mind, I like to think I'm him, I guess. Or I think I'm one of the strong men from the past. Robertson, it's time to admit it, Colin. You're not going to catch up. It's a good thing. Yeah, I know, dude. I love it. And I enjoy reading all the comments. I really do. It's great having this back and forward. Yeah, like I've already lost track again. Okay, there I am. David Blom again. Break lead down to a minute. Something driving the pilot on. I think that's what it's saying. Oil and gas, Colin. So did you step over to the other side and get a Tesla? No, dude, I didn't. Oil and gas went really sideways here in 2018, and I started doing a bunch of other stuff. Pipelines got shut down. There was a major pipeline going to cross into the States, shut down one day. Alberta dumped over $1 billion. I guess the Alberta government, and someone's going to say, you're being political, Colin. Well, then don't listen. I'm not being political. This is the reality of what happened. There was a big pipeline being built to the U.S. to send all of our oil goodness to the U.S. Got shut down in one day. Bunch of American people, I think they said 11,000 Americans lost their jobs in one day. The Alberta government was helping fund a lot of that pipeline because it's good for Alberta. Not being political. It's just a reality. So yeah, no EVs. I love oil and gas. I love my career. Wow, guys, take a look at this. One group here. That's the lead group, the yellow group. There's another group coming around the corner. You can just see them up going behind these buildings here on the switchback. A third group. I think that's all we have out there right now. Yeah. Looks like, well, there could be another group back there. Let's see who's back in this group here. Drop riders. We're going way to the back. Allison Jackson back here. Okay, they're still chasing on right now. So we got one group here, second group, third group just off the top, and I saw a fourth group here. So it's still 4 groups. Let's race to the front and see if they've blown apart yet. Still saying we have 12 riders here. I'm going to go confirm right now, guys. Let's just jump out of here for a second. Get some time gaps for you. Here we are. 12 in the front group, 35 seconds. It's really stabilized. 1 minute 10 back to the peloton. 6% gradient there, 5% gradient there. 140, sorry, it's 111 from the yellow jersey to the green jersey. From the front to the back, we're talking, it's not really that bad. It's under 2 minutes from the front to the back right now. So everyone's riding really strong right now, trying to stay right in there. Let's catch up with chat here. Robertson, yeah, the break is doomed. I always root for the break, though. Me too. That's when you get super biased Colin come out. Yeah, so no Tesla yet. Me and Joe, we've talked about a new car. We have 2 SUVs. Plus, I have an old car I never drive anymore, but I'll never sell. I said, why don't we get an EV? Or even like a really good hybrid. Like, they have some hybrids that you're going to get like 30 to 40 miles on a charge before the gas engine kicks in. I think those are really smart. So you're not 100% dependent on the battery. You're not 100% dependent on trying to pull over and charge all at the same time. There's parts, when you go north in Canada, there might be a charger there. It might be, I've looked them up. I'm like, I wonder how bad it is really. They're not 500 kilowatt chargers. They're 10. You'll be parked there for a day to get a charge. So I think now some of the Tesla superchargers are like 500 and 1,000 kilowatts, I believe. If you drive a Tesla, let me know. I don't, and if you do, that's great. So when you go north of Prince Albert in Saskatchewan on the way up to La Ronge, I might go follow a dog race up there this winter, take a camera with me, report from the field, just like this kind of, but I'll be out there. In the dark, in the spookiness, like guys, it's like the middle of nowhere. But yeah, they have chargers. I found them. You can find every charger. There's maps. 1 10 kilowatt hour charger. You're going to sit there for a day. You really can't do it there. But that's a side point. Not getting political. Moving on. Oh, Lady Boss, they ride for Liddell Trek. Okay. Homegrown sisters, Canadians, they ride for Liddell Trek. Lady Boss still needs to introduce herself. Where are you from, Lady Boss? You must be Canadian. Would like to see the stats for French bicycle sales in smaller sizes. Yeah. Ava and Isabella, their brother, also rides mountain bike for Liddell Trek from Ontario, like me. Okay, so Lady Boss is from Ontario. Welcome aboard, Lady Boss. I'm in Alberta. Single track downhill mountain biking through the woods is fun, but I fell too much over the handlebars. I had to stop when I was 22. Yeah, once you fall a few times, smash yourself up, it gets old real quick. So we still have our 12 riders at the front. I think I'm always going to... I'll never catch up, as I think Dawn said earlier. Yeah, we're on the Col de Biel. Okay, why? Oh, I missed that part. Someone was asking, why is someone taking their hands off the handlebars to operate racer? Someone's head down on chest. Why is it still legal in safety first? Yeah, I'd like to see stages with no radios. I would like to see what the riders do when they got to do it themselves. I really like that. You know, like it's almost like they have too much data as to what's going on. Oh, by the way, your opponent that's actually leading right now up the road, she broke down, so now you need to attack. They're not going to slow down at that point. They're going to put the full attack in due to a mechanic. So you'd wait if they were behind you, but if they're ahead of you and break down, you're just going to pull them right back. Let the riders figure it out. Head of the peloton again right now, looking at slight delay video here. And there are riders slipping out of this group. The SD Works rider is really struggling to catch on. This is rider number 44. I can see Elise Shabby up ahead. Let's take a look at that there. This group's going to be splitting up right now. Here we go. 56 meters back. Team Picnic Post NL rider. Okay, they've lumped them all back together, so they must be fighting their way back on. There were 3 riders. Here we are, go again. 2 of them. SD Works rider, Femke Garitzi, and we got Georgie back here. Pfeiffer Georgie. Someone was asking about Pfeiffer earlier. Whoever that was, Pfeiffer's right there. 2 riders have just fallen out of the group of 12 at the front, guys. I knew this would happen here right when we got to the middle of the climb. And when I say I knew this would happen, this is not my incredible race predicting skills, guys. It's just going to happen. We can all see this. If you followed cycling for a while, riders are going to start slipping out. We got Loretta Hansen here just riding on the back for Liedel Trek right now. Here's an SD Works rider here. Blanca Vas. Okay, so this must be further back, though. Yeah, this is behind the peloton. Ooh, hang on a second, though. Hang on a second here, guys. I can't see how big this group is up ahead of us here. Yeah, this is the back of the peloton. I only saw about 10 jerseys. German rider off the back there. Very back. Looks like a picnic rider. Actually looking pretty good there. So yeah, Blanca Voss is out the back now as well. We're going to come back here. Oops. Dropped riders. Okay, I like seeing that. I like to see dropped riders. I'd hate to think there's one lone rider just suffering by themselves. It does happen. Here we go again, guys. Here's the groups all fighting their way up here. 3-4% gradient, probably going to steepen up right away. Okay. Let's just bounce up a little bit here. Bounce right back to the front. 6% gradient here. So again, you're just jumping in now. We got 129 watching right now. This is a cycling app. This is how I ride bikes inside. I get to ride the same courses as the professionals do. I could jump on. They're doing the full stage, as you can see. Anyone that uses Bike Terra could join this event today and ride a portion of it, ride the whole thing, do whatever you want. They also have events where they've taken chunks of the race. So they'll probably take they'll start at the bottom of the Biel here, the Col de Biel, and they'll probably do over 2 climbs. They'll do like 30 or 40 Ks, so you can get a taste of what it's like. SD Works rider that fell out is now being caught. I think that was Garitzi. I think that was the name. There's also... Okay, well, she might have already been caught because that video is delayed. Pfeiffer Georgie still by herself. This is Picnic Post NL rider. Peloton will be coming up behind her soon. I mean, they're a little ways back, but she's stuck by herself right now. If she can fight her way back on, get to the front. 10 riders in the front group. We started with 12. I'm looking at Pfeiffer right now and the SD Works rider. So there's data points missing here because I'm watching the SD riders caught by the yellow jersey right now. And Pfeiffer Georgie is just out ahead, maybe 100 meters. So she's already been caught. there's not this gigantic gap here. So it's actually a lot closer. Yeah, Pfeiffer Georgie, Team Picnic, Post NL. She's got the peloton about 150 meters behind her on a 7% gradient here. Awesome. Kim Lacourt in yellow jersey leading the peloton up here. Julie Bago is still there for Cofidis. Here's the group. So yeah, they're not even showing Pfeiffer here. At this point, she's already been devoured by the peloton. Let's go get some time checks. Time checks. Oh, I wasn't even showing it. Guys, I wasn't even showing it. I'm sorry. I did it again. Sorry, guys. I've been meaning to show you bike. Okay, so we're going to stick on Bike Terra for a while now. Bike Terra was supposed to be on. I've been doing all my talking, what I'm watching here, with Bike Terra on. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. So you guys got to see the boring stuff here. So this is what's been going on. I've been trying to show you all these groups. There was like 4 groups riding like within 50 meters of each other. So let's just jump on Lorena Vivas here. Now I can show you. Okay, there's a front group here. This will be the peloton. The peloton's just up the road here. If we look back, and guys, I need to double check that this is on. Yeah, this is on. Yeah, again, I apologize. No one up the road. Here's the peloton looking back down the hill, and you can see the groups just splintered. There's 4 groups splintered off right now. GC Peloton, chasing group that has Lorena Vibes in it. She's in the second group. I'm going to spin around so you can see there's the GC Peloton ahead of us. 3rd and 4th group behind us. I've been watching this for the past 10 minutes, thinking you guys can see it. Someone yell at me more often. Watching the video replay here, Chabe still leading. Riders falling out the back. I think the front end's getting even smaller right now. Front end's getting smaller. Pretty sure I saw Silky Smolders right there with them, with her. Down to 8 riders, exactly. I just watched it. So we've lost 2 riders. That will be Amber Crack for FDJ and Loretta Hansen. Okay, she should have, yeah, there should be 2 riders here. They've just cracked out the back here. Slightly delayed video, so it might have just been a little while ago, within 30-40 seconds. They're 300 meters back in the trees here, probably around this bend through here. So we're going to hang at the front. Morgan Coston kind of like lit the action off today, folks. 7% gradient through here. Guys, yell at me more when I'm doing that. I'm going to catch up. Rudy. Oh, okay. Every handsome 70-year-old French rider I saw when I was riding 40. Okay, I gotcha. So every French dude out there that's good on a bike, his name's Rudy. Okay, gotcha. Ooh, Elise Chabe looking at the group here a lot. She might be talking to another rider. I think she's talking to the UAE rider this year. Now, UAE rider, Australian bands. I can't tell. Ooh, let's figure this out here. Who is the UAE rider here, guys? Brodie Chapman. Brodie Chapman. I knew that she was Australian. So Brodie Chapman's there. We've got Movistar there as well. That's Leanne Lippert. Yeah, 8 riders showing here. We got 8 riders in the group here. Perfect. Perfect stuff. So let's bounce back here now. We'll go to Lorena Vibes group. I just saw Puck Peters' name there. Let me jump out here a little bit. Yeah, take a look around this corner here. This is great. So when I finally access the other camera mode, I'm able to zoom out even more. I just haven't had a chance to test it yet. I'll be trying that again today. So there's no one else down the road. Basically, the riders coming around this corner. I'm going to back up one more group. Lottie Clacier, probably a Belgian rider with that name. Did I click on her? Here's Imogen Wolf. I think she's the youngest rider in the race at 19 years old. There's the last group on the road right there. And if we go back here to the drop riders, which there's a few of them. Again, guys, I should have seen that wasn't on. Actually, I should be able to see it because it's really crazy, guys. I have my YouTube chat open, obviously. That's why I'm chatting with you. In my screen up here, I can see what's being broadcast as well. I need to focus on that, but I get so intent. We got a shot here of Marianne Vos. Yep. So technically third group on the road. The crack group will be caught here pretty soon. Going to zip back up here. Yeah, they're only 242 meters behind, so I'm going to zip up there. Actually, it shows that they're gone now. So they might have just been caught. Yeah, things are moving now, guys. Things are moving now. I'm going to check the time checks. I won't jump out. It's 27 seconds. It's actually about a minute back to the peloton from the front end right now. And I'm able to jump in and out and do that real quick. Amber Crack riding solo up the road. So yeah, she is still out there. There was two of them before. FDJ rider here. I think there was the Picnic Post NL rider, who's probably just, slammed on the brakes, waiting for the peloton to come up now. We'll whip up to the front here. Yara. We're gonna hang out with Yara for a little bit. 6% gradient, guys. We're getting up there. You can see the climb heading up into the distance. Olympics and World Championship. Yeah, I did see that at the Olympics and the World Championships. Actually, I'm seeing the Lidl Trek rider being caught by the peloton now. This is Loretta Hansen for Lidl Trek. 74th overall. Looking back, peloton pushing hard. Soudal riders on the front and Kim Lacourt there as well. And this is Amber Crack here. She will be caught real quick. Let's see if we see that on Bike Terrier. They're still saying 463 meters. Okay, who do we got here? Marianne Vos is now out the back, guys. The climb is too much for her. 6th overall, 37 seconds down the GC. Every car is gone. They've all passed her. She's probably going to lose a ton of time here right now. We probably still have at least 2 kilometers to climb. Just my guess. Friends is hoping for Loretta Weaveson today. Dude, I don't think that's going to happen today unless she catches up on the descent. Olympics and World Championships have no radio, I believe. Yeah, I saw it at World Championship. No radio. You're on your own. So there should be a week race with no radio. They should try that first on UAE Tour for safety. Yeah, I'd love to see it just so that the riders can make up decisions on the road. The team has to have their strategy beforehand, and then the riders got to figure it out. Right now, they're told everything. The DSs are in the cars watching to see, oh, so-and-so crashed up the road, attack. Or don't attack. It kind of throws the whole race out. There's too much control over the race, too much knowledge of what's going on. Let the riders figure it out. Yeah, Robert, teams will then scream loud that they have to have race radio for safety. Yeah, exactly. This bike tier is pretty cool. I can watch the race highlights this afternoon. Yeah, again, guys, sorry. I had that on the whole time watching these groups, panning around, showing it. I just thought you guys were seeing it. And again, I got to pay more attention here. Again, I'm looking at 3 screens at once. Race, what's actually being broadcast. But the thing is, well, what I'm doing, I didn't have it turned on, though. So there's a little eyeball. You click it. It's grayed out if it's not on. It's white if it's turned on. I had the other one turned on. But my fault, 100%. I take full blame. Beside the chat here, I can see what's being broadcast on YouTube. Just wasn't paying attention. David Blom, yeah, Voss has dropped, guys. She's gone. Elise Chabet looking really good in the polka dots here. Out of the saddle. 18K an hour, 7% gradient here. They're getting it done, folks. They are getting it done. Look at this here. Soraya Paladin's falling out of the front group. Okay, I'm going to get this all figured out. 7 riders left in that front group. 7 riders left. Elise Chabet here. She wants those 10 points. So does Silke. And so does Brody. They're kind of battling right now. I think any one of those 3 riders could be in the polka dots at the end of today. Just my guess right now, based on the points. A lot of riders struggling now. Again, Soudal pushing on the front here. I just want to confirm. Yeah, sure looks like AG Soudal to me. Kim Lacourt right there. sitting in second place all the way. She's kind of wedged in between two AG Sudal riders. Head of the course here again. 4. Okay, it looks like there's 8 now. So maybe, unless I counted that wrong, I think someone, no, it's saying 7 riders there. Let's just look. I got to count. I got to learn how to count, guys. Yeah, 7 riders up front. 7 riders up front. Top 3, just off the top of my head, Elise has the polka dot jersey. Silke is right there as well. And Brody's got some points today too. Man, I'd love to see... I'd like to see a change in the polka dots. Actually, I read yesterday too that 5 days in a row, that's a first at the Tour de France Femmes for a rider holding the polka dot jersey that long. So we lost Soraya Paladin out of the group, and it looks like she's just been caught by the peloton. I'm going to jump back to the peloton here quickly. Actually, it's showing it right now. I think that's the rider that fell out there. That might be the data point right there. They put her back with the group. So if anything, she's fighting her way back on now, guys. I'm going to see if this happens. I'm waiting to see in my delayed video feed if she comes back on. So either her data point was kind of messed up. Well, she definitely lost contact with this group. There's 7 in the front group, delayed video. Over here, I got 8 riders coming back together across this open area. I'm looking in the distance to see anyone else. Don't see them yet. Now, we can bounce back to the peloton here. Here's KLC. KLCP. Groups already forming there. Riders still falling out. Marianne Vos right now is 569 meters back. So she's riding by herself at this point. And when I saw her get dropped, she was completely alone. 6% gradient there. Still 7 riders. And I'm now seeing Soraya Paladin come back on the... Yeah, she's back on now. She fought her way back. Awesome effort there. Awesome effort there, guys. So she is back. Soraya Paladin here. Back with them. 8 riders back together. We're probably only a kilometer to the top at this point. And with Leanne Lippert here over the top. Leveled off a little bit here. 5%, 4% now. It's wide open at the top here on the video as well. So this is being shown. There's just like a smattering of like bushy type trees. Very open. And I did say I was going to do this for you guys. We're getting to the top. See if I can do this quick. 17.5 degrees up here. So it was 25 degrees down in the valley. We lost 8 degrees almost coming up to the top here. Kim LaCourte's doing a really good job sitting at the front of the peloton there. Wow. They can't be that far behind. There they are. There they are. There's the chase group. So it's all going to come back together real quick here, guys. It's a kilometer to go. I think these front 8 riders are going to be caught by the peloton, and they are not going to get the 10 points. So riders like Demi, Kasia, we haven't said anything about them today yet. The yellow jerseys easy to spot. Here they come. They're coming now, guys. Okay, 143 watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Drop a quick like. Got to go to work now, Joe512. Dude, I just missed your comment there. Just went off the screen. Thanks, Colin chat. Go, Pauline. She's coming up right now, dude. She's coming up. The peloton's going to cash them before they get to the top. If I was in that front group of 8, you need to attack right now. So let's see how that goes. What a great stage. Dream St. Robert 2021. 3 breakaways. Only 2 got chased. They forgot their ones. Okay. Work hard, Joe. Take chances. That's from Robert. Hit the like button, please. Thank you, Joe. Hit the like, guys. Just a quick thumbs. Helps the channel get seen by people later. 159 watching now. We're through it. We did it. That was my goal. Tomorrow or Friday. I think Saturday is a big day too. 200. We need 200 for Saturday, guys. So Shabby right now has 16 points. Silke has 9. Chapman 8. We still haven't got the points for this climb we're going to go through, guys. There's 10 points available. Any one of those riders could potentially get polka dots. All depends how Shabby places overall. With the points that are on tap, I think Brody would have to win to dethrone Shabby. Silky could win it and Shabby could still retain it. I'm going to watch what I see over here, guys. I'm going to ignore that. I'm seeing a rider from Liv Alula Jaco going, Elise Shabby right on her wheel. It's a far shot. It looks like the Liv rider still got it. Elise Shabby comes up on her right hand side. I think the Jaco rider got it. So I think Silky Smolders got it. She's going to jump to 16 points. Elise is going to get some good points there. She'll still be able to keep that polka dot jersey. Brody was the one that was closest. Okay, sorry about the camera here. They're on the descent now. Yeah, here it is. 2 riders over. So Bike Terror got that perfect, guys. Elise Shabby there and Silky S'mores. They were over the top first, at least 50 meters ahead of the other riders. They're already descending now. This is going to be a furious descent here. These two probably want to stay away. They've got another climb coming. Oops, sorry. They've got another climb coming. There's more points available. So why wait for everyone else? These two pesky lightweight climbers can duel it out. And I think Silky Smolders is very lightweight. Just from her build, she looks very, very small, very, very lean. So really cool to see the polka dot jersey out front defending and attacking. I will jump, guys, just to see if I can get points there. Top of the Cat 1 climb, no data yet. Nothing from the Tour de France. Back to Bike Terror, because that's where we're really going to be able to follow this thing, as long as I can interpret what's going on. 2 riders up front are being caught by the other ones. 8 riders are back together, guys. So it's like 2 up front, 2 in between, 4 sitting behind. They're all within probably of road time 1 second. So they're all going to get lumped as one group. Let's bounce back to the peloton here. Peloton time. We're going to see where they're at. They should be over the top too. They're over the top. Peloton still looks pretty big. Let's bounce to Marianne Voss. She's over the top too. See if we got any more groups still heading up. Lorena Vibes still climbing. These riders are still climbing. They're going to lose a lot of time here, guys. A lot of time. When we went over the top, we were in the wide open. So they're not even out of the trees yet. Not out of the trees, guys. Just to give you more perspective of this, let's bounce back here to the other view for a second. And now you can see. Take a look at this. So Lorena Viva's group here and other riders, of course. 31 riders in this group. They're not at the top of the Cat 1 yet. The other riders are screaming downhill right now. They're going to be in the valley for like 3 seconds, and then they start climbing. They're probably going to take a turn and start climbing again. Behind them, there's a 5th group of 10 riders. And there's a group further back, 6 riders. Allison Jack's group. They seem to have been off the group, off the back all day. Allison Jackson's been in a couple of really, really strong breakaways. So maybe there's some fatigue in the legs. And they're more looking for stage victories. Tomorrow's more hilly than mountainous. Okay, moving on here. Where is the top of the next climb? There it is. So here's our next category 2. Ooh, guys, this is going to be Bike Terror Central right through there. Those cool switchbacks, we'll be looking at them here. This switchback, this looks awesome. Guys, what I'll do is I'll fire this up again in the background. Boom, let's go. Now it's saying we got 6 riders in the front group. We've lost 2 of them. We lost Morgan Coston and Brody Chapman. Let's hang out with Brody here for a second. On the descent. On the descent, guys. So this should come back together quickly at the bottom. These 2 are together. And I mean, the front group is 2 seconds up the road. That's what I'm seeing. It's only 63 meters. So they'll be back on. Let's go with Elise Shabby because she is wearing Queen of the Mountains jersey. Soraya Paladin there. Just trying to see. That's the rider that fell off the back earlier and got her way back on. Okay, so, yeah. Sorry, guys. I just did it. I used YouTube there to my advantage, to my live stream, and I could see that this was not on. So there we're back. Colin, you need to look there too. So that should be refreshing right away. Is that refreshing? It looks like we're there. Yep. So that was me yammering away. Yeah, so I can see right now I'm looking at the map. Then I realize I'm on Bike Terra, so I'm living in the past for a few seconds here. I'm going to just, I want them to get down the hill. I want to do a quick nature break here. So everyone do their nature breaks. Oh my, still going. CJO, can we, VBIS, finish top 10 at least in GC? No. I'm sure Dream will answer there. It'd be a miracle if she did, I think. She's a sprinter. Dave Blom, Smilter's first home. Elise Shabby second. Chapman third. Okay, I'm going to catch up here, guys. Things we can easily spot. Green jersey, yellow jersey, polka dot jersey, short shorts. Exactly. Yes, you're right, Don. Yep. Dream saying here, CJ, slim chance. It will be all mountains for the next few days. Like, today's a mountain stage, tomorrow's a hilly stage, and then it's 2 more mountain stages. Lorena Vibes, the best women's sprinter out there right now. Like, far and away. Really cool to see Elise Chabet going hard here on the front, taking all sorts of risks. Data patches here, guys, coming in. I'm going to jump up to Silky Smolders here. Now, let me have a look here. It's saying that Smolders is out front. I think this is data patches here, guys. Elise Chabet's, 324 meters back, I don't really necessarily believe that at this point. Having a quick image here of Mariam Bunel. They're saying head of the course is Elise Chabet. Guys, what we'll do, I'm going to do this here quickly. We're going to take you back here. We're going to go to the map view just for a second. I need about 90-second break here. I'm going to put this in map mode again before we start the climb. You can see the groups now. So here's the groups. Just give me 90 seconds. I'll come back. See you soon, riders. Please like the channel if you just found it, so I can keep pumping these out. Vuelta's coming next month. 144 watching. The Giro's coming early next year. We got the Tour Down Under coming up. Tons of stuff, guys. All right, riders, super quick break there. They are on the climb. Col de Chancert. I did look this up last night. Category 2 climb, 6.5% gradient on app. Well, 5.5% average. Kicks up to about 6.5. It's not a killer. Things are heating up here, folks. Things are heating up. I think we got a group of 3. Chabet, Lippert, Leanne Lippert here from Movistar, and Soraya Paladin. This is the rider earlier that got shelled out the back, and she fought her way back on. Love it. Absolutely love this here. Let's take a look at this here right now. 3 riders on 35 kilometers remaining. Here's Paladin. Soraya Paladin for Canyon SRAM. Here's Leanne Lippert, Movistar. and then Shabby. Okay, let's get it all figured out. There's a bunch of riders coming behind them. It says it's 14 seconds back. Oh, that group's already on them. So in the time I've been gone, the peloton's descended and devoured those riders. So Silky Smolders is gone. Brody Chapman is gone. I'm expecting to see more attacks up this next one too. So let's get turned back into that now. We'll get it all figured out. Oh, they're saying someone almost crashed for EF Education. Shabby first over Call to Beal, we know that. And yeah, Shabby was flying on the descent. I saw that. The Swiss rider distanced Smulders after a few bends. Yeah, she's been gone for a long time. Kim Lacourt just sitting in second place here. Oh, she's coming back onto a bigger group. So probably just got shelled out the back for a little bit, fought her way back on. Let's get back into lovely, juicy Bike Terra here. You can see the climb happen. Leading group. Ooh, it's all coming back together, folks. The peloton is pushing hard. The GC hitters are coming out now, guys. The GC hitters are coming out. Here's Shabby by herself, still attacking. Here is the entire peloton. New race right now, guys. New race right now. Seeing Pauline here for Visma, chasing after KLC. This group here is probably less than 40 riders. Probably less than 40 riders. I'm seeing Elise Shabby here just out front of them. So they're catching her now. We're going to look down the valley there and see if we can see other riders. Ooh, yeah, we got some nice little switchback action here. So there's Shabby being caught. Here's the pelotoner. One rider dangling out the back. They've really churned up the heat here. Other groups, I can't even see them. They're super far behind right now, unless we got some data issues going on. All depends how they descend. Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. Let's jump to the yellow jersey group here, Kim Lacourt. So in this group right here, I'm seeing Pauline, Demi, Kasia, Anna Vanderbergen, Paulinia Ruyakers, Cedrine Kerbal. I think this is the rider they said that almost crashed earlier. Didn't see any video coverage of it. Evita Music, Juliet Labous. Okay, this is expected. Dominica here for UAE ADQ. And Aline Jansen. This rider too. I think she was... Wow, if this is real, she's for Volker Vessels. I think she finished third in the sprint just a few days ago. So not only can she sprint, she can also climb. Chloe Dygert's here. Wow. She looks like she's just dangling off the back though. Get in there, Chloe. Let's do it. So they technically haven't caught her yet, but it's very close. And where the other groups are, ooh, they're pretty far back now. White jersey is 800 meters back. Here's that. I was looking down this valley before here, looking for them. There's a really tight switchback here. I'm going to see if I can find it. Ooh, the green jersey. Are they really that far back? The green jersey is still on the descent. They're a ways back, guys. They are a ways back right now. Okay, back to the front. Elise Shabby, she's just dangling out front right now. And there's the peloton. So she's still attacking hard. She's just going to keep pushing and hopefully that they dial it back. Does Shabby have teammates here? She'll have Demi here. She's got Demi Vollering here. And who else does she have? So I think she's only got one teammate here. No, Evita Music's here as well. So Evita is for FDJ as well. Oh, and Juliet Labous. Okay, guys, I need to go check something. Are they all there? As you guys do that, I'm going to come over here. And hopefully we don't get punted out. FDJ Suez. Yeah, Labous is there. Music's there. Yes, that is correct. So, okay. Let it reset. Yeah, guys, I went away for too long. I think you can go away for about 15, 20 seconds. Leading group. Okay. What was that all about? Okay, so is that another rider there? Let me just get figured out here, guys. Leading group. So, yeah, they caught up with her now. So they're with her now. I thought maybe they might try to slow the group down, giving her a chance to escape. That didn't happen, though. With her teammates there, they could have tried to slow down that chasing group, but they're on her. 693 meters back, 700 meters back to the white jersey group, saying it's 5 kilometers back to the green jersey group. So they were so far up over the top of that hill and down the other side, descending like at 70, 80k an hour as the green jerseys still climbing. The gaps are going to open real quick. Let's stick with this group for now as I do the chat catch up. 168 watching, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Dream saying here, Carabao, the best descender out there. Yeah, they said she was like full blast downhill. Yeah, Cash is another incredible descender. I've seen her in action. It's like, wow. Okay, having a quick look here at Leanne Liepert. She would have been in that front break all day long. Shed out the back now, guys. So Leanne Liepert should be showing up here. I don't think she is yet. So that's the head of the course. Strange seeing the yellow jersey again because I haven't been there all day, but there's the yellow jersey. There's the polka dot jersey. All the GCs here, guys. Just a replay again. I'm just trying to see what they're showing on replay here. Oh, AG Sudal riders just kind of, one's tapping the other one on the back. I think this one's taken off out the back now saying, I'm done. Again, Domestique, could be a sprinter. And now it's time to decipher the helmets. Okay, Kim's easy to spot today with the yellow jersey. Visma rider coming back up now. Looks like she's fallen back a little bit. Let's have a look here. Yeah, this front group is very select right now. Probably about 3 kilometers to the top. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that looks so good, doesn't it? And remember, there's actually another, what you would call categorized climb. You will find it as a categorized climb. Let's go back to this group here to get the data reset. Yeah, I can see there's a real crazy data dump right now. You can see it going on there. I'll jump out of this now, guys, till it resets. Oh, guys, I just did it again. I don't know why I was on that thing there. Yep, sorry, Lady Boss. I apologize. I've been watching them again the whole time, and I've had that wrong thing on screen. I apologize again. Okay, so we're going to stick in Bike Terror now. Lady Boss, I've had Bike Terror on the whole time on my screen, but not displaying it for you guys. I've been doing this too many days straight, guys. From what I'm seeing here on the video right now, slightly delayed. Let's get the delay time on this figured out. We do have one rider off the front right now, Squiban. So that was showing up before. I did see that on Bike Terror. So on Bike Terror, they were showing Squiban here for UAE going off the front. And again, guys, I was trying to jump away. That's the only reason I caught this, because I can see there's some weird patchy data coming through. I think Squiban's data is good. The speed she's traveling here. 6% gradient, 17k an hour. Then we're going to jump to the yellow jersey group. Here's Kim Lacourt. Their speed's just too low. So different groups are getting data dumps put through. There is one rider off the front right now. What I'll do, just until I know this gets settled down again, I will go back here. I'm not going to forget this time to show this to you. Why we... that's why. Because we were looking at the team. Just trying to get riders figured out. Live tracking here. We can watch the bubbles for a bit until Tour de France cleans its data up. Here it is here. Group 1, Mavis Squiban. Yes. I've seen this rider early in the race too. She made a huge effort to bridge up to, I think, 3 or 4 riders. She might have bridged up to the Allison Jackson group that one day. She's attacking hard up to 7% gradient here. Ooh, they're going to want to catch her. She's going to be stealing some points here, folks. Riders are slowly working their way back onto the yellow jersey group. Seeing a Liv rider come up, Visma Lisa bike rider, and a Laboral Euskadi rider coming back up now. So nice switchbacks here. I'm going to check to see if we can get Bike Terror going again. I almost need like something that's going to flash on my screen. Colin, pay attention. You're not showing it. This looks pretty good now, I would believe. Yep, we're looking good now, guys. We're going back into Bike Terror. I apologize. I'm meaning to show it to you. And I'm forgetting to put it in my OBS. So you should be seeing it now. Yes, you are. It should be popping up on my YouTube. Remember, my YouTube stream is delayed even for me. Gigante dragged back on the Peloton. Thanks, Colin, for all the early mornings. Dude, I've been killing it. Killing it, getting up early. But I like getting up early. It's when I exist. I'm an early morning person. I want to get my bike ride done early. I want to get things done early. Come 7 o'clock at night, I turn into a pumpkin. So it's just how it is. Mavis Squeeman here has got a 250 meter lead over the GC group. They're going to be coming around that corner real quick. And guys, ooh, nice switchback coming here. Take a look at that. We will be able to see them. So as she's going this way, we might be able to see them in the distance. Yeah, I see them already. You guys can see them real quick. I'm constantly fighting the camera movement there. Let's go back to Kim LaCourte here. So they're going to be coming up through here, around that corner in the distance, and moving up on the right-hand side of the screen. Just going to stick with them for a second here, get caught up here. Again, guys, sorry for the goof-ups there. But that's the all-natural part. There's nothing fancy here in the background, fake images in the background. This is how it should be done. Might be totally wrong. This is Andy. Gigante for the stage. Kim in yellow. Okay. Polka remains the same. Green debatable. Okay, Andy. I like that. It's fine. Yeah, we can tell. Lol. Okay, I'm not sure what she's talking about there. Lady Boss saying, yeah, we can tell. Probably I'm brain dead. I don't know. Either way, all good. The Autobus is the big groups that form, yeah, or the Gruppetto, as we like to call it. Following in group 3. So we got the leading group of Squeban. Just her by herself. And Demi Vollering here is actually a Chloe Dygert's there. Fisher Black, Juliette Labousse, Avita Music, Carabal, Puck Peters, Sarah Gigante. I'm going to have to go look, guys. Third group on the road. Yeah, it's saying third group on the road is Demi Vollering. When did that happen? So probably in the time that I went upstairs for nature break. Okay, guys, we're going to have to figure out what Demi is here. She's going to have to put some real work in now. Is it really that far? Oh, that looks like that same switchback. Okay, yeah, she's third group on the road. Demi Vol. Cash is back there too. Anna Vanderbriggen. Guys, hang on a second. I'm going to jump out here for a minute. I want to make sure data's good. I'll get you the most recent data I can. Stage 6, so we don't need to be in there. Front group, Squeban by herself. Second group, Pauline's there, Rui Ackers, Kim LaCourte, Gigante, Puck Peters, here she comes. Shabby's been there all day. Juliette Labousse, yep. Chloe Dygert's there. There's no Demi Vollering here. Leanne Lippert's there. That was the original breaker. Silky Smolders, a breakaway rider. It's the third group. Kasha and Demi, okay, they just vanished. Okay, they're floating around somewhere here, guys. See if we get this tracker figured out. I think they're in this third group here. Actually, I think they're in between. Bago, Vinke, Ryu, and Hengavold are here. And this is that switchback I was showing you earlier. So they might be, they're probably just dangling off the back. And they're going to be coming back on, although I don't see them. So what I'm going to do, who's on screen here? They can't be that far back. So they're not saying they're in the third group. They're not saying they're in the second group. But that's not definitive yet. No Demi Vollering, no Kasha here. Okay. Let's see what the stream is saying. That they might actually tell us here. Squeban's alone in the lead. Lee Shabby, yeah, they're not telling us anything, guys. I have no help there for you. Green jersey group. I'll go this. There's no way they're back here. There's impossible. This group is so far back right now. They're 9 minutes off the front. So I think Demi Vollering and Kasha are somewhere in between. Yeah, they'll be in between. Let's just let it stabilize and figure out what's going on here. Over the top of the next climb. The descent's going to be on again. It's going to be a mad race now. I think there's going to be a lot of risk-taking going on here. Because when you get to the bottom, it's going to kick up. I'll get this reloaded for you here, guys. Yellow jersey group. I'm looking for Demi right now on screen. I'm looking for Kasha on screen. Hard to tell because the group is quite large now. And we'll get this figured out, guys. Okay, so now we're turning. Okay, we didn't want the black screen, but there we go. Did that in the wrong order. Get back into Bike Terror. Let's see what's going on. Here is Mavis Squeban. She's got like a 750 meter lead because she's already on the descent. Now, if you look at the profile on the bottom of the screen, that's our finish line, that dashed line right there. So how it works on Bike Terra here, the dash line is kind of going to mirror what came before. So you can see the dash line. It looks the same on each side. And then there's another climb. That's exactly the climb we're at now, but we're going to the downhill. It's just showing you reverse, because at the dash line, you could turn around and just retrace what you already did. So mirror image, you've already done this. Flying downhill here, Mavis Gauban, solo breakaway artist. I love it. Absolutely love this. At least here, I think they're just at the top now, just starting the descent. I'm not seeing Demi's name. I'm not seeing Demi's name there. So, data points. Where's Kasia? Where's Demi? Does anyone know? I'm going to have to look at the group here. I'm looking for yellow helmets. There's one FDJ rider there, but that's not Kasia. That's not Demi. Okay. Yeah. Can't see those three in G2. Anna Vanderbergen, Cash, or Demi. Yeah, I can't see them anywhere right now, guys. I'm looking. Success with Mr. Sharma. Squiban won, definitely. Dude, you never know. You never know. She's off the front right now. She's descending. Oh, yeah. Early bird talk. I'd love to get up at 4 o'clock every day and maybe in bed by 8. Maybe 9, 9:30. I go, head to bed, put some podcasts on. Really don't watch TV anymore at that point. Where's Voss? This is Billy Gavino. I'll look her up soon. She fell off on the first climb, so she'll be lose a lot of time today. Dream saying they're G2 now, so they're in Group 2 now. Yeah, just trying to see where they're going to show up. Guys, I will jump back here quickly and see if I can see it. Puck Peters there. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to come back in here again now, because otherwise it'll stall out and it'll look goofy. I don't want it to look goofy. So it's saying there's 21 riders in this group. Kim Lacourt, Pauline, Rui Akers, Gigante, Peters, Carball, Shabby. There's Juliette Labousse, Chloe Digert, Liepert. So this is saying they're not in Group 2. Group 3 is 147 down. It's not saying they're there either. So Kasia, Demi Vollering, and Anna Vanderbergen have just vanished off the face of the earth, guys. I'll put it in map mode here. You can see all the groups that are forming. Over the top of that category 2, Squiban took those points. Shabby fought for her polka dot jersey. So she's got the polka dot jersey for another day. 6 days straight, guys. Gigante and Anna. So there. Anna Vanderberg is showing now. There. But she's not showing up in these groups. Looking at it here now. Yeah, she's not showing up in any of these groups. Yeah, so something's going on with the transponders. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, we got 161 people watching right now, guys. Take 1 second of your life, hit that little thumbs up button. Take another second and hit the bell button. And possibly 2 more seconds, subscribe to the channel if you can. Let's keep this independent commentary going, guys. Okay, guys, let me catch on. Demi, next to Gigante, she looks huge. Maybe Sarah just very small. I think Sarah's very small. Okay, so here's some good. Delan, Umansi, Demi Vollering, and Vanderbergen are between the yellow jersey group and the white jersey group. Okay, good to know. So looking at the map here right now, they're somewhere in here, guys. It's not showing up. Let's go back to... Ooh, we got some nice switchbacks to show you here, guys. I want to show you this. Make sure I'm showing you the right thing. Okay, I will do this. Here's Squiban up front. I love this. We saw Mava go on an attack earlier in the week. Solo getaway breakaway artist here. Did that wrong again. So here's Mava out front. It says she has a 1.3 kilometer lead. I'm watching Fisher Black come back here. Also a Liddell Trek rider there. So I don't know where Demi lost contact, where Kasia... Well, it would have been on the descent. And that surprises me because I know Kasia is a really good descender. Here's that switchback we're talking about right now, guys. There's a series of them here before we go back into this town. So speed's going to drop from 70, going to drop right down. Speed's getting scrubbed off here. A little bit of delay for the data coming through. Elise Chabet chasing hard again. We got bonus points, bonus time coming up too, guys. At the next climb, the next bump on the screen in the bottom of the profile, 6, 4, and 2 seconds available. 72k an hour here for the front rider. Yellow jersey group. And Demi, Kasia, last two champions are wedged in between these groups here. I don't know if there was like something happened on the road. The fact that they're not here, well, see what that does to the race. Sarah Gigante's here. Kim LaCourte's still here. Puck Peters is here. Loving this. We'll jump back to Elise here. And I think if I look at this, yeah, we're coming up to that same switchback I was telling you guys about. Here's this really hard left-hand switchback. We start heading into town. There's another couple of little switchbacks just tucked right in there. So we're going to see them come around this corner here, scrubbing off all the speed. And then you can see there's going to be more switchbacks coming up. Yeah, so I think when I have secret camera mode, I'll have more control to just keep my camera in one spot and watch them come through. Right now, you can see the camera's kind of chasing them through these switchbacks, which is really helpful, but at times, I want control of it. So yeah, here's the switchbacks that are coming through, heading into this town here, running alongside the town, actually. They're going to just quickly pop through it and keep going. So that's the location of them. Back to the front, Maeva's still giving her. Yeah, watching the video feed too, you can see how we lose track of riders. A group of 12 becomes like ones and twos. Just one corner, you hit one patch of gravel, you're going to slow down. You're just going to sit up for a second. Whoa, I didn't crash. Thank you. I'm still upright. Next thing you know, there's a 50-meter gap. That's how it happens. So we're still hanging here. Wow. Boom, guys, we hit my dream for this year's Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. 204 people watching right now. You guys are the best. Thank you for making this channel happen, guys. Okay, the Dutch have gone. Yeah, the Dutch have gone stealth, exactly. Where's Voss? Okay, dude, that's Mark. Dude, I'm going to go find her here quick. I think it should show the Voss group. I think Voss is a long ways back right now. It's going to take me a while to figure that out. So Squiban over the... Oh, they did get points for the call to... Oh, that was the last one. That was the call to Chancellor. Squiban got the first points. Chabet, Gigante, Anna van der Breggen. So van der Breggen's in there, guys. She's just not showing up. I don't know why. Jumping back to the second group here, Elise Chabet's group. We'll move back further. Here's the white jersey group. Eileen Janssen here in the white jersey group. Climbing again, guys. We got the green jersey group back here. Lorena Vibes. Oh, a lot of pop in there, guys. This happens as the browser figures out where it is. Is this really how far back they are? Wow. That seems like almost really far back. Maeva taking... she's just pulling out all the cards here, guys. Pulling out all the cards. Flying through town. Maeva is determined to win this stage. Determined to win it. Guys, I'm going to fly back to the front here. Show you Maeva on the move here. She's absolutely screaming downhill here. I just saw 80-something K an hour. The camera bike here that I'm watching too had 75K an hour flying down these hills. Little small buildings on either side of her. There's no padding. You make one mistake, you're out. That's it. She's got a huge lead on them right now. Just going to jump back for a second over here for time checks again and confirm some stuff that I'm watching here. Yeah, that's right, guys. The green jersey group has not got over this last climb here. They're not even there yet. So I was seeing that on Bike Terra. So between the front end, that's Maeva Squiban, to the green jersey group, it's 13 minutes. So they are not over the call to Chancellor yet. So let's see if we can find Marianne Voss quick. I think she's probably back in this green jersey group or on the descent solo right now. Here's the white jersey group. I'm going to go to these bubbles here quickly. Okay, so yeah, they came out of what I called the crazy switchbacks here before that town. Yellow jersey group here. They're still not showing up. No Vanderbergen, no Kasia, no Demi. Not showing up yet, guys. They're in there somewhere. Here's Maeva by herself. Epic ride, Maeva. Here's the bonus time coming up too. How is Maeva sitting overall? So Maeva is 36 overall. Let's check her record out. Make sure I'm showing this to you guys. I am showing this to you guys. Look at this. Slowly moving up through the stands. Consistently moving up. Great to see. 4th in the polka dots at the moment as well. So we will close that there. And I'm just going to sit here for a second, get my situation figured out. We got Yoki here asking, where's Voss? I still haven't found her. Ryoko asking, where's Voss? I have no idea where she is right now out there. Go Kim, all Mauritians are with... Is it Mauritians or Mauritanians? I guess it's Mauritians. I said I've screwed that up so many times. Not MH, Go Kim. Go Kim. Michael Sigmund, green jersey group on a driving Miss Davies. Totally Michael. Stephen Kangi asking, where's Kim? She's right at the front, dude. She's in 2nd place here now. Guys, let's go back to Bike Terra now so I can get things figured out here. Kim's looking really good right now, guys. Looking really good. She is in the 2nd group on the road. There's only one rider out front. One rider out front. Turn that on. Flip that dude off. Coming around for a 709er, as we like to say over here. I don't even know what that means. This is how I entertain myself, guys. I love this. It's so much fun. Sorry I can't answer all your questions. Demi is somewhere. She's somewhere between the white jersey and the green jersey. Sorry, the white jersey and Chase Group 2. Maeva, I hope she gets a stage win. Maeva's kind of like a non-issue right now. It's the 2nd group. Kim's there. Pauline's there. Sarah Gigante. Juliette Labousse. Paulina Ruegers. This is the GC group here. So Maeva's up front. I'm cheering for her to win. Cheering for her to win right now. 2nd group on the road, maybe it's less than 20. It's probably about 20 riders. 20 riders. Looking hard to figure out all the riders, you guys. Again, it's helicopter shots. I see dark jerseys with the yellow helmets. I'm not sure who they are. Are they Visma? Are they FDJ? Hard to tell from here. Yeah, probably 20 riders in this group chasing her right now. Let's have a little look out here into the countryside. See which way we're going. Anyone behind us showing up yet? Yep, Scobano out front for UAE ADQ team. Grabbing a quick bottle from the team car. Actually, she didn't. She doesn't want a sticky bottle, guys. She's strong by herself. No cheating here, folks. Very lumpy through here as well. Very lumpy. Let's get her location right now. It's under 700 meters from that chasing group of the absolute hitters to Maeva. So, guys, cheering for Maeva here. She's got a little bit to go, though. It looks like we're... Okay, that was a replay. Definitely replay. Okay, what are we looking at there? We're zooming in on her bike for some reason. Oh, it's just the instructions on her bike. You know, they tape them on the handlebars sometimes. Right around 200 people watching. Thanks so much, everyone. Niagara, so cool to watch Bike Terra and the race on the TV screen. Yeah, Anna, it's fantastic having Bike Terra to do this. So this is Maeva solo by herself. Here she is, right here. They got her in a white jersey. She rides in a whitish, generally white jersey. Okay, seeing attacks go up. Okay, hang on a second here. This is the yellow jersey group. 2 AG Insurance Soudal riders off the back. Not Kim, though. So she's got 2 teammates here. Kim's further up the road, really attentive to the moves. Elise Chabet sitting on the front. Now I'm seeing the FDJ riders here. I'm seeing 3 FDJ riders. I've got them eyeballed in, folks. So we got Elise there. We've got 3 riders in black jerseys with the yellow helmets. with the black in the slots. You can see him plain as day here. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in on this. I need to see who's here. 5% gradient through this section. Maeva's out front by herself. I'll jump back over here to Elise. Gaps coming down slowly. 600 meters between the groups. They're still climbing there. And where is Maeva? I'm just getting a ballpark. I'm looking at the map in the bottom right corner. I'm going to zoom in a bit, guys. Pretty technical here. Like we are climbing again. Definitely climbing, guys. Bonus seconds at the top here. I think they're going to fight hard for these bonus seconds. Nadia Gontoya here. Now, where are they? We'll go back to Maeva here. Looks like some data issues again. Yeah, so Anna from the Niagara region. This is the only platform that can do this. I just want to point that out to everyone. So I watched a podcast a few days ago on YouTube, and they were like, why aren't the other ones doing this? Because they can't. They can't. They're closed world. Swift. And guys, I love all the platforms. I'm not picking on a platform. I'm just being unbiased. Okay, look at this here. FDJ riders sitting on the front here. I just need to see their faces. Juliette Labousse on the front right now, guys. 13th overall for FDJ Suez. I think Demi's in there. That's kind of my guess. She has to be. She must be the third rider on course there. Bit delayed, but Maeva Squiban has gone through the 15-kilometer marker. It's going to be less than that in real world right now. All the other platforms that I like to ride, they're closed worlds. Elise Chabet shelled out the back, guys. She's done her day. She's done her day. She's got the polka dot jersey. She's absolutely solo right now. Probably riding 15K an hour. Recovering, and then we'll be accelerating again. Bonus time. That's right, Robert. 6:4 and 2 seconds at that bonus, which is actually... Here's a canyon rider as well. It's actually a climb. If you looked up that place on one of the climb finding apps, they give that a Côte de whatever it's called. The bonus point time has a name. It's the same name as the climb. Live riders hanging out the back here. Wow, that's pretty cool to see. I think we have a wind space rider in this front group as well. Who is that? Who is the wind space rider in that front group? I think their team name gets... Oh yeah, it's Wind Space Orange Seal, so WS Nadia Gontova. So good to see smaller team riders up here. And when I say smaller team, I don't mean they're small, but they probably are small. I mean the team, smaller budget teams. That's all I mean by that. Although generally these riders are smaller. Yeah, riders falling out the back now, guys. It's going to get smaller and smaller. Polka dot jersey. Okay, Anna Vanderbergen's finally showing up. Okay, good to see this here. Anna Vanderbergen is with the polka dot jersey. That's Elise Chabet. It says she's 800 meters back. Rianne Marcus, Usoa, Ostoloza. So they're back here chasing. 6% gradient coming up the side of these hills. Bouncing forward, we've got the Kim LaCourt group. Kim LaCourt, incredible, really strong ride. Kim LaCourt in number 1 right now, yellow jersey, GC contender sitting on the front. She's got 3 FDJ riders directly in front of her. Yeah, FDJ Suez riders. And then I think that's Kasia there. I think that's Kasia right there. She's in the white jersey, Polish champion jersey. She's hard to identify from a distance. Canyon rider, right? Canyon? Yeah, someone will tell me. I think Kasia is directly behind Demi right now. That's my guess. I will do this again. We're going to come back here and see if they're going to highlight them now, if they got more data for us. So this is where we're at, guys. Maeva's going for these bonus points here and stage win. Trying her best. So here's our one rider up front, Maeva Squiban for UAE. Here's our chase group, 23 riders. Gigante, Riakers, Ruakers, Kim LaCourt, Peters, Juliette Labousse, Chloe Dygert, Justine. This is Justine right here for AG Insurance. Still not showing Demi here. Here is the wind space. Oh, she's a Canadian too. I don't know how, like honestly guys, I'm not I'm not trying to show Canadians, but I was just talking about her. Wind Space Orange Seal Rider Nadia Kontova. So she's hanging in that front group. So really, really good job by her. Then we've got Anna Vanderbergen's finally showing up now. Kasia and Demi aren't, but I think that's Kasia there. So let's just have a quick look. I'm not going to destroy this time, guys. I need to look at this jersey. Yeah. So Kasia wears the white jersey. Polish jerseys champion. I think she's sitting right behind the 3 FDJ riders right now. That's what I'm seeing on screen over here. Camera's never getting close to them. Generally because they're in the trees. There's one camera motorbike with Squiban up front. So that's what we got figured out here. Demi's in that front group as far as I can tell. Kasia's in that front group as far as I can tell. Anna's a little bit further back. It's still not showing us that. And again, not Bike Terror showing us that. That's the data we get from the Tour de France. So here's our group. It's 500 meters up to Mavis Squiban. So it's slowly coming down, guys. Slowly coming down. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit too far back now. We're going to come to Kim LaCourte here. And we're just going to go into a little bit of an overhead view here. Follow along with them. Yep, here we go. Come on, Kim. Everyone's cheering for Kim here. I'm really impressed by her. Shabby got dropped. That's right, from David. Demi is in group 2, as is Anna, Vanderbergen, and Kasia. Okay. Once I get back to the video feed here, I thought FDJ, I thought Demi was sitting in 3rd, and I believe Kasia was sitting right behind her. Yeah, 2nd group. Yellow jersey group, I think is what you mean. Yeah, same thing. Vers Voss, Billy Gavino. I have not found Voss yet. I think she's quite a ways back. Lorena Vibes is probably 10 minutes back right now. So yeah, right now, currently on video, I have 3 FDJ riders driving the front hard. Juliette Labousse still on the front. Demi looks like she's in 3rd. Kasia's in 4th. Kim LaCourte right on her wheel. And there's a good another mixture of about 10, 12 riders back behind them. So Juliette Labousse here on a 5% gradient. So that's this group right here, guys, that you're watching now. There's Kim LaCourte in her yellow jersey. There's probably a few other riders that aren't getting populated in here, just data. Head of the course again, Mavis Squiban. We'll bounce back to Mava. It's under 500 meters now. Let's have a look at some of the topography here. So remember these buildings, because I will jump back. I'm looking at the map too, trying to remember where I am. So there's going to be quite a good left-hand bend here into town. Okay, and then a long straightaway there. Okay, before we go. Peloton's just lurking back here somewhere right now. So we'll go back to Pauline here. And there's that town up ahead. I'm trying to show you through the trees here. That's as far as I can zoom out at this point until I get my stuff figured out. Yeah, she's just ahead of them in that town up the road. They're still climbing. She's on the flatter section. She's going to pull away for a little bit here. Where's Demi? Think she's in the group 2 yellow jersey group right now. She's just not showing up on the tracker. Cash is not showing up on the tracker either, but I can see them on video. How much farther to the finish line? We're probably about 10K out right now. I can tell you that really quick. I did it again. So sorry, guys. I'm supposed to be doing that every time. That's where we're at. That's what this is the town I keep talking about. They've just came through the town now. There's a left-hand bend and then kind of a long straightaway. That's where Mava was coming through before. I'm kind of flip-flopping back and forth too much. So Mava is now 800 meters ahead of them. Let's jump up to her. And yeah, that's on there. I need to reposition this so I can see what I'm streaming all the time a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. I kind of had what I'm streaming at the very top and I miss it. Yeah, Lady Boss, sorry again. I need you to flash something. Lady Boss, please feel free to use capitals. Just capitalize everything so I can see it. Time bonuses. They went through the time bonuses. Mava would have gotten 6 seconds. I think Kim LaCourte got 4 seconds. Possibly it was a whitish jersey. I think maybe Kasia got 2 seconds there. Let's get that figured out. Guys, after this, let's take a look here. Yeah, it's flattish and we start our descent. So time bonuses, Squibang got first. Exactly. So guys, I am actually watching this. Squibang got first, Kim LaCourt got second, Kasia got third for time bonuses there. So time bonus out on screen. Sorry about this. It'll resync right away. There you go. 1 kilometer in front. So Maeve has gotten away again on the descent. So she's running for the border, as I like to call it, guys. I am showing this here. Let's make sure this is all going. Yep, we are following that. Okay, yeah, desync there as I was showing that. As I jumped out, I could see it was playing. And again, guys, I'm kind of in the future, in the past. I'm watching a delayed stream of myself. I'm watching a slightly delayed video, trying to read all the stuff here. Let's go, riders. Let's go. Yeah, Lady Boss, please capitalize just to get my attention. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to have a tablet up on like a screen so I can see it right in my face. Maybe that's the way to do it. I wouldn't mind looking at that and having a tablet right beside it so I just read off it the whole time. So I'm looking at everything in the same place. Whew. Okay, Alviso, we're trying to find Marianne Vos. I think she's well out the back now, dude. Well out the back. Can we see Marianne Vos? I'm going to have to go search for her. Just give me a second. Puck looking frisky today. Yeah, Puck is in this group from what I remember. Guys, it's splintering now. It's already splintered on the descent here. Some of the riders that are a little bit more afraid of descending, taking less risks. Okay, so just hang on with the data here for a second, guys. It's bouncing around right now. You can see it on screen happening. What I'll do is I'm going to come back here just till this settles down. Don't let me forget though. So we're back here for now. Gonna come in here. We'll look at the bubbles for a second quickly. So yeah, we went to the bonus points. I did see Kim take second place. Maeve got first. Let's see what they've got here. Ooh, Juliette Labousse. Is she really solo? That's not possible. Yeah, guys, the yellow jersey is not back here. The yellow jersey's already through that bonus point. I'm going to sync this data up again. Tour de France has the data completely wrong. They're all through that bonus point right now. Juliette Labousse is riding solo. I'm watching video here. The yellow jersey group, which is showing to be like 1.5 kilometers behind, is about 100 meters behind her. So Juliette Labousse on the attack in 13th place overall. Yeah, maybe 100, maybe 150 meters, something like that. Maeve is still on the run. We'll see it here. She's got 8.2 kilometers to go, guys. Then you've got Juliette Labousse for FDJ. And then it's 5 seconds back to Kim LaCourt, Pauline, Demi Vollering finally showing up. Kasia Niewiadoma there. Guys, I knew they were there the whole time. I could see them on camera. I just couldn't see their faces close enough. But to see two FDJ riders driving the group, I'm like, you know Demi's there. They're not going to drive that group if Demi's out the back. So, and when I saw the white jersey with the red band in the middle, I'm like, this has to be Kasia there. The cameras aren't zooming in. It's heavily forested here. There's a lot of helicopter coverage here. Yeah, Dawn, exactly. Where's Marianne Vos? For me to find her right now, it's going to take a little bit. Change the screen. Dude wants the screen changed. Bolivar, do you want to see Bike Terra? Answer me that. If it's Bike Terra you want, it's Bike Terra you're getting. But yeah, let me know how much you like Bike Terra whilst you're here. Bolivar, you look brand new here. Please like the channel. Guys, we're rocking right now. Drop some fun comments about Bike Terra here because I know the dudes read it. I know they're watching and I'm glad to talk about it. Up top here, I'm seeing Kim will try to win the stage today. Oh, absolutely, dude. It's flattish through here. This isn't really that hard. It's a short section, 5 to 6%, and then we bomb downhill. Bomb. That's why Juliette's taken off. Just watching the gaps here. Okay. Stephen Kangi, can the yellow jersey catch the escape group? I think Mava might be able to stay away here. Maybe. Let's see where she is on course, guys. So here's Mava. Mava's on the descent, guys. Mava's already... They won't catch her now. She's going to be bombing downhill at 60, 70K an hour. Juliette Labousse is just at the top of the climber now. She's the flat area. She's going to start descending now. They're going to descend at roughly the same speed, so probably can't catch her. The yellow jersey group's even further back. But out of this group here, you got to think that Kim Lacourt, KLCP, is the fastest sprinter. And in this group, we got Pauline, Demi Vollering, Kasia, Paulina Ruakers, Sarah Gigante, Puck Peters, Carabal, Evita, Barbara Malcati, Mavi Garcia again. Yes, Mavi Garcia. Oldest rider in the race. I already remember that, guys. Won a stage a few days ago for Liv Alula Jayco. Love it. And I did see a couple riders just floating off the back. Looks like the polka dot jersey's trying to get back on. Elise is here, Anna van der Bergen, Rianne Marcos, and Usoa Ostolaza. Wow, so good. Mava's, like I call it, guys, running for the border. She's not going 120K an hour. She's probably going very fast. That's just data dumps to us from the Tour de France site, but it'll give you an idea of what the run-in's like. It's all downhill. Downhill, it's going to be a tiny bit, and one little last kicker at the finish. So let's just stick here. Juliette Lewis. How far back is she? Okay, I'm just looking at some landmarks here to pick out this big field, and then we'll get a feeling as to where the rest are. So that big field on the right-hand side, we're on the side of a hill. Here's the Kim Lacourt group. Let's just hang here with these riders. Let the camera do its thing. We can see the chase group trying to come back on. I'll jump into the chat here. Guys, am I actually showing this? I am showing this. Thank you. Dude, yeah, Bolivar. Please tell me how much you like Bike Terra. Time cutoff today looks to be 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, that's something important. Once we see the finish line, we'll see who might be in jeopardy of that time cut. Yeah, pretty awesome descent here, guys. Awesome descent. And I want to watch Mava get back to the front. They don't want... Sarah has a Gigante motor. Exactly. They don't want Kim to get bonus points. So, yeah, there's 10, 6, and 4 points time seconds available at the finish. So they want Juliette to get up the road and steal some of that time away from Kim. Chloe Diger is in the back of this group, the very front group. She was here before. So when I say the very front group, there's two riders up front. Mava's on a breakaway. Juliette's going up front chasing. As someone said here, they want her to steal points. This is Dream. They want Juliette to get up there to absorb some of the time bonuses so that no one else can tape it and keep Demi closer. Voss, no chance for top 10. Not today, dude. She's too far behind. Chloe, I think, is in this group. I can't see her name on the screen yet, but they all can't be displayed in this Peloton group here. They need another rider to escape to get third. Yeah. Well, they are here. So Demi's here. Who else could jump up the road right now? We got a Vita Music here. I thought there was another one before. I'd have to jump back to the other view to figure that out. I can probably do that really quick. Here's Mava. I will do that really quick. I need to check some... Mava's got 2.6 kilometers to go, guys, to the finish. So it looks like Mava is going to get a stage win here. Absolutely hammering right now. James Anderson, dude, thank you so much. James Anderson comes through. Enjoy a few doubles, Colin. Thanks again for your enthusiastic commentary. Keep it up. Dude, thank you so much for being the man, supporting the channel. I really appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate it. Keeps the channel going, gets me focused. Like I said today, I'm going to get a new arm here for my microphone because the arm is kind of like the cheapest one I could find on Amazon, to be honest. So I think we're going to do an upgrade. I think we've deserved an upgrade here, guys. James, thank you so much. You're part of the upgrade to the studio. Yeah, if they could get someone else up front, Juliette Lewis is absolutely drilling it, guys. Drilling it. flying around corners at 65 to 70k an hour. Off the back, Ser Gigante taking it a little bit safer around these corners. She's drifting away from that group right now. So Juliette Lewis here. Maeva's out up front. You can see on the bottom of the screen here too, Maeva's just got a few corners left, guys, going into this town of Ambert. She'll be taking a couple left corners, and she gets a stage win at the 2025 Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. Stage win, stage 6. Stage win, stage 6. Robert saying next year UE will get that lumpy jersey fixed. What's the lumpy jersey, Robert? I'm missing that one. Okay, I'm watching Juliette here, head down, drilling. She's in full time trial mode, guys. She's got her hands draped over the brake hoods. You can see that look. She keeps looking down, looking up, looking down. She's trying to get as aero as possible and stay away. She's been sent out on a mission, guys, to secure that 6-second time bonus. All these seconds count. This could determine the GC later on down the road. Remember last year? It was won by 4 seconds. Closest finished ever at any Tour de France. That includes the men, boys. That includes the men. Bolivar. Yes, sir. Joey Jojo's up and at it, folks. She's up and at it. Good morning, everyone. Labousse was TT National Champ of France in the past. Okay, so they've got the perfect person going out ahead. She's still holding them off. Juliette Labousse is nearing the finish now, guys. I can't see the peloton behind her, so she's gone. But I'm going to look at the map here quickly. If you look in the bottom right and see where they are on the map. Oh yeah, she's gone, guys. She's gone. If that's real, she is quite a ways ahead of them. She absolutely drilled it. Watching Maeva come in for the finish here. Oh, awesome. I just see here, guys. I'm watching 3 different screens at once. Bike Terra, thank you so much for the support, dudes. Like, Inside Cycling World loves you guys so much. Thank you so much. Bike Terra here says, some help with the studio upgrade. Yeah, dude, I really want an arm. Like, right now, it's, like, not really moving. I'm fighting it. Some guys have their mic up here. I don't like that. I like the mic right here, and I like to move it around. I like to talk as I lean over. UAE rider Maeva Squiban here, just doing this to the crowds. Come on, cheer me on. So she gets to take a nice victory ride across the finish line here. Hands in the air, punching the air. Awesome stuff. Okay, we're going to bounce back here, guys. She's crossed the finish line. Here's Juliette Lewis coming into town now. So Maeva would get the 10 seconds. That's okay. Maeva's not in the hunt for the GC. Juliette's got the engine to get away up there, steal 6 seconds. Okay, so Bolivar did say he did like. Thank you, Bolivar. You're commentating is awesome. Dude, thank you for being here. Come back tomorrow. Make sure you're watching. Wow, guys, 237 watching. Are you kidding me? Awesome stuff. I'm glad people are finally finding this. Tour de France Femmes. Juliette is a strong climber trying to chase at the head of the course. That's from, looks like Eaton here. Joey Jojo saying thank you. Ooh, the peloton is right on her, guys. Juliette's just hanging on here. I'm going to have to change the view here, guys. Okay, there's Demi Vollering. Hopefully we get the data patched up again. It's trying to reset itself now, guys. What I'm going to do is just call it here as we try to watch that. Juliette Labousse looks like she's holding on. She's crossing the finish line there. Scores 6 seconds for FDJ. Coming across line third, it looks like very, very close between Kim Lacourt and Demi Vollering. That looked like a closer finish than yesterday. So let me just get times here. I'm going to jump back here, guys, because I know that's stalled out. I'm watching that in the corner of my eye. Here we go. Stage winner, Maeva Squiban. Juliette Labousse gets third. The distance between Kim Lacourt and Demi Vollering again was probably less than yesterday. So Kim Lacourt does get 4 seconds. Maeva Squiban sending out kisses to the camera. Seems okay when she does it. I don't know when Jonas does it. It kind of bothers me a little bit. It's his typical go-to move. We're going to see Jonas at La Vuelta, guys. We're down to... What is today? The 31st. We got 23 days to go when we start La Vuelta, guys. I'm doing every second of it. Anything I can show you, we're doing. Okay, time to cut off. We got 37 minutes. Let's have a quick peek at this, guys. So yeah, she did secure some points there. Yeah, it would have been good if they could have got someone else up the road. Okay, so 3 minutes have already passed. We got a 37-minute cutoff here. Okay, so here it is. I'd love to see the photo finish on this. Hopefully I'm going to get it here. Kim LaCour to Demi Vollering was probably like 10 centimeters. That's what I saw. UAE rider here. I think that was Kasia there. It just went off screen. UAE pretty happy here. Squaban finish. She's absolutely dumped everything into this. Her teammates are coming over, just like bear hugging her, shaking her around. She's probably like, give me a break. I could barely stand at this point. Other riders coming in next. We're going to go back here and look at the time cutoffs. So it's 24 minutes back here now to the Allison Jackson group. These guys have been out the back all day long. This is the Gruppetto fun ride today, if you can think of this as fun. Here's a group of 11. Maybe now I can find Marianne Vos, because I don't know where she is. Green jersey group. She's got to be in this group or somewhere isolated in between. So Vibes is back here for SD Works. Lucinda Brand's back here. Schweinberger. Where is Marianne Vos? I just don't see her. Again, could be a tracker thing, guys. There's Catalina Soto Campos. These riders here, love seeing them. Catalina Soto Campos and Sarah Martin been on a couple of breakaways together, I think, this tour. So great to see them riding here together. We got the white jersey group here. Eileen Janssen, Julie Bago. So I don't see Voss out there. Guys, she's out there somewhere. I'm going to say she's between... I think she's probably with the green jersey group. So they're still doing the last climb. So let's see if we can get this figured out here. I don't want to miss the chat, guys. I want to get caught up. Again, Bike Terror, thank you so much. James Anderson, thank you so much. I think the new microphone arm's coming immediately now, guys. And I still want to get some other stuff set up. So like I'd like to have it so I'm looking at the screen, all the data. I've got my screen up there so that I can see the chat and see what I'm actually doing on screen, because half the time today, guys, I had you on the wrong screen. Just the way I'm looking at things here. Okay, rolling on down. Brilliant win, breathtaking descent. Yeah, exactly, Robert. Puck, Demi, Kim, fastest sprint of the bunch. That might have been... So that's who I thought I saw there too. Hard name for me to say. Wilarczyk. Looks like probably a Polish name, I would imagine. I did see a Polish rider well up there. And actually, maybe that's who I saw finish fourth. I think I did see a Polish rider finish fourth. That's the general ranking. Are they going to show us here? Here's Scoban coming to the finish, guys. Victory punch in the air. Love it. She's doing her interviews afterwards. Okay, so I need stage rankings here. That's what I want to do. So let's get the rankings again. I think it was a Polish rider that finished fourth today. On stage ranking here, blinded, Squaban, Juliette Labous, Kim LaCourte, Demi Vollering. Okay, so it was fifth place. Exactly what you're saying here, Dream. Here's that rider. The name I can't say. Dominika, I can say that name for sure, though. Yeah, she got fifth place. I just saw the Polish flag there. Just associated that with the name. Sixth place. Ooh, for Volker Vessels again. Really good seeing them up here. Margot van Pachtenbeke. Then we got Pauline. Ooh, Canadian rider here. Magdalene Valliers. Actually, you know, I think I saw her earlier today, and she's just been zipping in and out of the peloton all day. Came back on the descent good. Then we got Polina Ruakers and Puck Peters to round out the top 10 guys. GC. That's important, isn't it? GC after stage 6, guys. Actually, there's a better way for me to do this. I can do this so I'm not getting blinded. Stage 6 here. We'll come to the jerseys over here. It's just not as bright. Individual jersey. That's after stage 5. We need stage 6. Still saying Kim LaCourte is in the lead. Okay, interesting. So it looks like Demi, I think, has moved down 1. Cash has moved up 1. So Kim LaCourt in first. We got Pauline Ferrand-Prévot in second with 26 seconds. Kasia is at 30 seconds back. Remember, this is all with reference to Kim LaCourt. 31 seconds back is Demi, only a second behind Kasia. Anna van der Breggen at 35 seconds. Sixth place, Ria Paulina, 53 seconds. Sarah Gigante at 103. Puck Peters at 112. C. Carabal at 124. And E. Music here, another FDJ rider, at 124. Okay, let's get through the chat. Let's talk about the stage tomorrow. It's more of a hilly stage. It's going to be a tough one too. Okay, so here's Mauritius. So not, this guy here, not. Sharing to my friends, we can't follow Kim from our locations on TV. Dude, I understand. Or radio. Thanks, mate. Yeah, no problem. Kim LaCourt looks awesome at this tour right now. Can she win it all? What do you guys think? I'm expecting the response right now. Dream saying here also that I think that was the Volker Vessels rider you're talking about there. 9:49. Okay, I got to get moving here quick. Richard Ensberger. FDJ did a huge amount of work today for Vollering, and yet no payoff. None of the GC contenders made a move on the last climb. Surprising. Yeah, I saw 3 FDJ riders smashing the front. Again, that's when we had no transponders going on. We didn't know where Kasia was. We didn't know where Demi was. Anna van der Breggen finally popped up, but still it took a long time for them to show up. But I just saw Demi. I saw the FDJ riders hammering the front. I'm like, she has to be there. They're not going to attack this hard if she's not there. They'd want to go try to help her. Robert, great job, Colin, as usual. Dream, spelling tops. Okay, what did I miss there? Dream, spelling tops. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Niagara, that's Anna. Thank you, Colin. How do I buy you a coffee? I got one here, Anna. How about tomorrow? I got this one here still today. Anna, come on back tomorrow. I know you'll be here anyway, so we'll see you then. Disbury Dental. I'm following Bike Terror with the studio upgrade donation. Okay, Disbury Dental coming through heavy here. I'm at Disbury Dental all the time. Actually, guys, I'm going to Disbury Dental today. So, almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Got to do this, do some chores. Okay, yeah, Kim LaCourt, first place. Pauline, Kasia in third, Demi in fourth. Guys, 35 seconds separate the top 5. 1 minute 24 top 10. Let's just do something here, guys, quickly. We'll look at the route for tomorrow. We're going to look at tomorrow's stage. Stage 7 tomorrow. Are you kidding me? So on to stage 7, hilly stage, 160K, slightly longer. Going to be tough. It's hilly. Today was mountainous. It's only 500 meters less climbing tomorrow. So I think tomorrow is going to be pretty deadly as well. Take a look at this stage. We got a sprint halfway through. We got a category 2, category 4, another category 2, and the Col de Granier right there. Everyone that wants to win a stage wants to be at the front on this one. Once you get over the top of that category 2, stage victory awaits you. So let's finish up the chat, guys. Yeah, I got a dentist appointment at noon. I got to get the dogs somewhere in less than an hour. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm a busy dude. Dream. They should have used Shabby to help the GC instead of getting mountain points. Fun time from Sheila here. Sheila, good to see you again. Guys, if you want to sort with buying a coffee, it's through the Buy Me a Coffee link. It'll be at the video somewhere. Lawrence C, dude, we got a lurker alert right here. Lawrence, good to have you, dude. Thanks again. Got to go to work. See you tomorrow. Okay, Lawrence, let us know where you're at tomorrow. Disbury Dental, that's Joey Jojo. Best dental office this side of Texas. Andy Ingno, I missed the finish. Had to go to a meeting, dude. Great finish, dude. Come on back tomorrow. Kim LaCourt looks really strong, dude. I know you're a Kim LaCourt supporter. Mava Squiban run for UAE. Juliette Labousse finished second, just ahead of the peloton. Kim LaCourt coming in third. Who will have green? Okay, guys, we can look at the green too. Green jersey right now. General ranking after stage 6. It's still Lorena Vibes. 208 points. This should be pretty much up to date. Marianne Vos at 178, Kim LaCourte at 118. I still haven't found Marianne Vos. Let's look at the stage ranking today, individual. We're going to just roll on down through here, guys, and see if we can see her quickly. Ander Vanderbergen in 11th. Okay, this is not correct. Stage 6. Oh, it is correct. Labousse second, third. Okay, so Kasia was down in 12th place. Did she lose time? No, same time as the front group. Gigante there, Malcotti. There's Nadia Gontova from Canada. Wind Space Orange Seal, smaller team, doing really well. It keeps refreshing itself before my eyes. So where is Marianne Vos? I'm looking. There's Julie Bago. That's all we got. It doesn't even say she's finished yet. Guys, she's got to be up there somewhere. She can't be that far back. But I think this kind of day, I'm looking here. I'm seeing Marion Bunel in 44th place at 9 minutes behind. I bet you Marianne Vos lost 10 minutes today. I'm going to say she's somewhere in that ballpark. Kim's gone. Have a nice day. Ciao to you too, Kim. Oh, Alviso saying Vos is out. Well, she's out of the GC, that's for sure. I don't think she's going to be out today. Mavis Escoban taking victory salutes at the podium. Awesome job. Alviso, she's not done leader. She's done not leader. They're just to support Prevost. Okay. Yeah, Vos will be back. The Metallica jersey is bang on. FYI. Legendary, dude. Legendary. You're a lurker. Now you're part of the group, man. You're part of the team now. Everyone jump back tomorrow, guys. Let me just have a quick peek here, too. I just want to know myself when tomorrow starts. Every day is... tomorrow looks like it starts at 5:30 a.m. for me. It looks to be a 4-hour stage. Let's do it again, folks. We're going to do this all again tomorrow. Here's the rankings again. Here's the GC rankings. Kim LaCourte, Pauline Perrand, Kasia, Demi Vollering, Ander Vanderbergen. We'll stop at the top 5 there. Guys, I got to run. I got places to go, people to see. Actually, I don't have anyone to see. I've got an appointment with a dental hygienist, so I'm not looking forward to that because it bores me to death. Anyways, folks, thanks for supporting the channel. It keeps growing every day. And I'm really happy to see Tour de France Femmes avec Swift grow every day as well. I'm loving the support from Biketerra. The only cycling application that can do what we're doing here, folks. It's the only one. I've seen people talk about why aren't the other ones doing it? Because they can't. That's why. That's the simple answer. Dream, thank you for being here. Superstar contributor of the channel as well with all your wealth of knowledge. Let's grow women's cycling. And this is how we do it, guys. We need to talk about it more. Great athletes. I hate even actually saying men's and women's. I just want to say pro athletes. That's how I look at them. I don't look at them and say, oh, these are women cyclists. I look at them and say, these are pro athletes. That's how I feel about it. They're pro athletes who just happen to be women. There. Good, right? Okay, guys, I'm jumping off. I got lots to do. See you again soon. Metallica rocks. Jersey rocks.